back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Sorry for the delay, and sorry again for missing last week. Some of us were sick, others of us had things going on, and some of us were incredibly handsome. Shane. And so, we are going to jump right back into it. I'm going to give everybody at home and our players here a quick refresher on where we were and what we were doing. The group had teleported to a place called the Nameless Rock. That's right, it doesn't have a name. And in doing so, it has been named. Yes. There they did a small dungeon crawl where they found the little Zorn guys that were trying to steal their loot. They were attacked by Ragnar. The little Zorn guys had rushed across a beach into a magical tent. This beach was located on the Nameless Rock, a vast black ocean, obelisks rising up from the waters, a massive mountain with a temple on top of it. The skies were red, lightning was flashing, it was terrifying, and no one was impressed. The group had walked into the magical tent, and there they had saw a creature called a Marcan. The Marcan was an extra-dimensional merchant that was 10 feet tall, very blue, had 4 eyes, 3 massive fingers, and he had a bodyguard of some kind who was casually chilling out at the table. The group had stepped in and they had discovered that Allaman's soul was trapped inside the Marcan's tent. The group had decided to play the Marcan in a game of Bound for the soul of Allaman, and we will pick it up there.
Ironically, for the bound soul of Allaman.
The Marcan, also known as Alcifar, had just explained the rules to everyone. Quick reminder of how the rules are going to play out. The group will roll a d20 against the house's 3d6. Then they will roll a second d20 and try to get the value on either side of the house's 3d6. They will continue to do that, each one of them playing for a card that will give them different bonuses against the established 2d20 and house's 3d6. I know it's a little complicated, but we're going to get into it a little more in detail. But as the Marcan presents this concept, you all hear Jan on the far side of the room. She's sitting back in her chair with her feet kicked up on the table, and she says, Alcifar, I believe our guests are a little worn from their journey. Perhaps this is something that we can address tomorrow after they've had some rest. Alcifar turns and he looks at her, and then he addresses all of you with a curious look. And you all, again, have done the encounter in the Great Tree, went through the plane, fought a nightmare dragon, teleported through a thing, did a dungeon crawl, and have ended up here on some kind of H.P. Lovecraftian nightmare rock in the middle of the Plane of Link.
Oh, that's what...
Shane's like, that's what happened. I was here for some of that.
All of it. Both physically.
Alcifar kind of regards all of you. Well, that seems like a reasonable suggestion. Would you care to take a rest? Yes, we would. Well, I am nothing if not accommodating to my guests. He walks over to the wall, and with a snap of his massive blue fingers, you see this door appear. He waves his hand, the door opens up, and he gestures for you to enter.
I go through the door. Immediately collapse face first, and the first soft pile of bed I see.
As you step into the room, it is another extra-dimensional plane. It is that kind of dark, kind of abyssal black that spreads over the ground with the blue lining that outlines the entirety of the room. Very similar to the main shop itself. The area that you step into is wide. It's massive, probably 100 feet by 100 feet. Much bigger than the area you just came from. Alcifar steps into the room and he says, now, this area will accommodate you into any other way that you see comfortable. He says, it just takes a little bit of imagination. He extends his hand out. You see this large, lavish chair just appear and and manifest. It says, and if you would like privacy, that is also something that you can conjure. Simply imagine the division that you want between your rooms, and you will have it. I will lead you to your devices. Good night. He turns and steps out of the room. The door shuts behind him and disappears, leaving you in this void.
I immediately conjure up my room from the castle.
Roll me a will save. With a 24, you conjure that thing. Do you do any divides, or is it just...
No, it's like the room.
With the walls and all?
Yeah.
So you all see Perry kind of close his eyes and focus. These walls just form out of the ether, just solidify, with only a door in the center of them.
I
Come
think
on, let's go.
Whoa.
Robbie's like, it's just tunnels everywhere.
It's a hammock. When you open the door, you see your room, and you look over and you're like, this is it. This is it, almost perfect. Something seems a little off,
Yeah.
but you're like, this is home. It even smells like home.
I imagine the smallest, absolute tiniest room for Damon in the corner.
Roll that will save.
What's David in the corner?
25.
Wow. What does it look like? To a T, you meet the DC for a perfect representation of your imagination.
So I'm assuming he has like a sectioned off of the whole area. He has one that's sectioned off for him.
He could. You were making it. Whatever you want, it happens.
So it's just this tiny closet book, and it says "Home Sweet Home" for Damon at the top in like neon.
And some of the letters don't work.
And it looks
What does
like
it say?
There's a scantily clad old lady like standing outside the door. Hey, sweetheart.
Does it say has been on it?
Ragnar paid me for an evening. It's whatever you want.
I would like for you to leave.
That's what they all say.
That's what they all pay you for.
Any like creature?
Hey, I
comfort?
found your room.
Is there anything inside for Damon? No.
Imagine that's funny.
it just appeared. It's always in your room. I don't know why you would think that. And then I think of something that's just a comfortable, normal size.
Give me a nap one, please.
16.
With a 16, you create a very comfortable room. It's as comfortable as a 4-star inn. Very nice bed, very spacious, good creature comforts. And you focus on it and you create it and you're like, that's not bad. Kind of deal.
No extras, just straight up.
Like kind of like there's a trunk for your equipment, there's a bed for you to rest in, there's even a small closet. There's a window to look out over a spacious landscape outside. Trees and rivers and everything. It's beautiful.
Really what it looks like.
Oh yeah. Well, no, but that's what you see.
I feel like a Marcan knowledge roll you can make for how this all functions.
Sure.
One that's achievable.
Yes.
One.
This is a very powerful magic. It's not a very complicated magic.
21.
With a 21, what this extra planar area is designed for, it's kind of like a hut of rest that you can conjure with all of the creature comforts therein. Except with this one, when you step in, you can will any mundane living area into existence with a strong enough will.
So
You
not
can't create anything complicated.
well, not to be outdone. Can I imagine that the inside of the little space he's created is actually bigger than the space that surrounds it.
I don't know. Okay.
It's charisma, right?
Mm-hmm.
That one's
Oh yeah, it's will save.
Will, okay.
yeah.
15.
Sorry, sure, whatever.
15.
With a 15?
Yeah.
Again, you like squat down to your little cardboard cutout of a door and you open it up. When you peer on the inside, it's very similar to what Ragnar had created for him. It is a nice, spacious little area for you to rest with a typical bed, counter, writing desk.
So I look over at Ragnar's little space, I just flip him the bird, and I crawl in and go to bed. I'm a fucking short furniture.
The door like swings in. Your
I
fingers
just
get
look-
caught in
I,
it.
I take out some duct tape to keep it closed.
Just go in, close the door.
I would just think of pillow, jug of water, or jug sorry, not your water. Just basic casual stuff. 19.
19, you get everything you want. Taurus walks up. Let me show you boys how it's done.
What?
They have no faith in Taurus.
You're right.
I have nothing but faith in Taurus.
I want nothing but funniness to happen.
What?
I forgot I have his entire name on there, and so I'm looking for just Taurus, but it's Taurus Aloysius Corvus, the Scrutineer. Oh, 13.
Let me show you how it's done.
He
Idiot already.
focuses. You see another just kind of mundane door with like the regular creature comforts and everything. That's what I meant to do. As he steps inside.
Precisely.
Exactly what I meant.
So, you are now in your rooms, and it's in that moment where, like, if you sit down, you have that moment of, like, you sit, and you don't realize how tired you are until you stop moving. You're like, ugh, and you just kind of, like, sink into the chair that you're in. What do you do?
I sleep
Asleep.
for 8 glorious hours. Or until someone wakes me up. In which case I'll be very grumpy. Yeah.
Probably just leave my book until I so I can't read anymore. So maybe I would walk out of the room to me, holding my book, just open.
I imagine a bakery. 25.
So, I would like everybody else to roll me a perception check.
I should have been more specific. I mean, from my right.
20.
31.
26.
Okay, you all more than double the DC to smell a menagerie of baked goods. Sugary, cinnamony, sweet breads just come wafting and filling this extra dimensional space. As you focus, you like a door appears inside of your room. You turn and look at it. Opening it, it is just rows of baked goods. And it's like, I want a bakery. You think about it, and you didn't know that that's what your brain just conjured up. You had walked into, like, there are the donuts over here, the bagels over there, the breads, the sweets, just all of it. The tarts,
So
just,
Willy Wonka of the base.
oh my goodness. It is all there for the taking.
I tried to do something.
It is delicious. What did you get again?
25.
So imagine somebody rolled a 25 on their culinary skills to make that. That's what it tastes like. It is fluffy and hot and delicious. You all smell that. By the way, you've been living off trail rations.
Yeah, I
for
go
Is this after sleep?
No.
I sneak.
My eyes pop open. I'm like,
You hear something at your door.
I just say, you can come in.
Messed up.
Robbie like jumps in your pouch. You're like, that's him scratching at the door. You see like Taylor standing by the door. Oh, wait, stealth. You're stealthing.
I'm still there.
What do you get? Tayrus is kind of like he walks up to the door. Yeah, like I can imagine that.
You can come in. I have that sense of living thing, so I'm pretty sure I know that they're there.
He opens the door. As he does so, you just kind of like against his back. Yeah, you're just like as he shuts the door.
I say, you're both welcome. Rather, all three. I'm
Oh,
not
you can
looking.
sense him. Yeah.
Oh, really? You like sense life?
Yeah, he knows you're there. He may not know exactly where
I know
you are.
now.
Ah, you've outsmarted him. You should joke's on him, huh?
I win. I just kick him. No jump starts hard. Yes, you can have some.
I walk out like a little.
I'm just sitting there eating at a table that's in there. And I'm like, I don't even look at him.
I would like to compliment you on your imagination, your ability to conjure something like this.
So that your room's worse than Damon's.
Judging by the outside, no. He says, Ragnar, I think you're more clever than people give you credit for.
That's a first. Nah, just kidding. I get that online.
I'm sure.
Can I perceptify? Can we hear through the walls?
I mean,
Or is sound dead?
it's not soundproof,
Or is it?
unless you want it to be, but nobody has stated such.
No. 16
Didn't stay.
perception.
For what specifically?
If I can hear all
The
the
walls are
talking
way
going
too
on.
Where do you try to hear from?
If I can hear him and
Your ear
Tara's
holes.
talking.
Say your ear holes.
Where are you?
I'm in my bed. In my
Okay, yeah.
okay.
Yeah. There are too many layers, too many walls, too much distance.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm ignoring
Yeah, I
the
forgot.
smell.
I made his like 100-foot drop to get there. That's great.
I imagine a pit in Damon's room. Why?
It's funny because it keeps going and it circles itself.
I've been falling for 30 minutes! He says, more so than just simply taking from your bakery that you've conjured with your superior imagination, may I join you? He gets a cinnamon roll. Only one.
Meanwhile, I've got like
Do
3
you want like
plates
a lot of cinnamon on it?
stacked up.
He says,
I imagine it anyways. 24.
delicious!
Oh, my bad. I hate icing.
With him being a bird, would it affect him as much?
I don't know.
We'll find out later.
Why, thank you. It's just the table's just like.
Yeah, your imagination works pretty good. Is it actually filling that?
It is, yes.
Oh, nice.
Because much like the magical hut,
Yes.
it does come with supplies.
Yeah, it made me think of. We haven't had a meal in a while, and I kind of miss the bakery.
Bakery from where?
We'll save some.
Get a bakery out.
We had someone who would make bread and sweets.
Tayrus creates wine. He creates the 2 chalices and the pitcher. He pours you one. I got a 20.
This thing.
As long as he was gonna drink it, I was like, okay.
This thing doubles as a health potion.
I'm glad it's just not vinegar. What'd you do?
I create another challenge. So
Of your own wine?
like,
Oh,
It's kind of oaky.
It's kind of what?
Oaky.
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 Oaky?
Yes.
It's not bad, but it is oaky. Not great, but oaky.
I didn't get that as a clip.
So back home you had a baker. I thought you lived in the mountains. Just like it.
I had someone who would bake sweets every now and again. Just made me think that I had not had any of it.
It's kind of live. Imagine my room back home. It's not physically that long, but it feels like ages.
Yeah, I'm used to traveling. That didn't bother me. Just the sweets. The sweet food.
Try it.
Ragnar's got a sweet.
Let me just try this. And I try to conjure the tarts that were in my chef.
Oh, your dwarven buddy?
Dwarven buddy. Hold on.
All these rolls make me nervous. There's gotta be one hiding in here somewhere.
25 on the dot.
Ooh wee! I've been rolling 19s, by the way.
Yeah.
That's 17.
It is scary stuff.
Why is this Will save so much money? I was like, it's not better. Shane's just been rolling.
He's saving the ones for something unimportant like combat.
Here's a treat from Paul Room.
I found
I
it
know.
just now.
That's my first page. It's a sweet tart, like a pie. Let's try some.
A tart pie? Take the whole thing and just put it on.
Yeah.
Of course. There's more. There's all of it.
You.
Yes.
Roll me a will save.
26.
26?
Yes.
You are able to mask it, like, in front of everybody, unless anybody wants to actively roll a sense. Or, what do you get taking 10 on sense motive?
Not 30.
Okay. If you can't, if it doesn't approach that, then nobody notices. As you, like, take it, I imagine you do this just like, home, home.
And then the weight of it all.
And you remember the last time you saw him. That voice that came from him that wasn't him anymore. And you look down at this identical tart. And it is just literally and metaphorically bittersweet.
Sorry.
It's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
26.
You see Tayrus looking over at you suspiciously. With his 28.
I wasn't in the room. I would have gone 26.
He says, some of the best tarts I've ever had. He knows something's up, he doesn't know quite what it is, though.
But he's not gonna dig into it.
This was nice. No battling, no fighting, no arguing, no racist comments. As far as you know.
Notice who's not here. Damon. Damon's not here.
Perhaps it would be best to invite them. I think a moment shared amongst friends, especially in the absence of Prince Eric, would be helpful.
You could do some healing. Especially with all
I've been
this.
eating a lot of these and I've not healed any.
Oh, I have, though, Tayrus says.
Emotionally.
The calories aren't empty if they're full of joy. I would be more than happy to invite them. You are okay with them coming into your room?
That's fine.
Could I have, while this was all going on, realizing that I could have done so much more? I think that was more of Dr. Tone just being drop dead tired, finally getting his thing. I was like, I want to work in a full-size lab. So I want to imagine like a fully, like my old lab that I saw in that last version.
You can have all basic, mundane lab accessories, but anything magical or extraordinarily expensive, like any what's the word I'm looking for? Components that would go into like alchemical things, do not manifest.
No cloning bats.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Ooh, only an 11.
It's a high school lab set.
My
And you're
first
like,
chemistry set.
like, this isn't a petri dish, it's just a regular dish.
And it's not even see through.
There is a gentle tap. Do you have a
I didn't even have a door now.
Tara steps outside. Dr. Tone, he says.
Yes.
He says, Ragnar has provided quite a meal for everybody, and we would like you to join us, if you would, please.
Sure. I'll walk away from my basic chemistry.
As you pass him, he gently touches your shoulder. He says, I'm also going to go and invite Dave.
Okay.
He nods. You can tell he's just like, okay, cool. With the tip of his hat, and he kind of adjusts his goggles. He walks up to your door.
Just swings.
It falls over.
My eyes pop open.
Oh, God!
Yes?
Master Damon, Ragnar's provided quite the banquet for us, and we would like you to join us. I know you must be exhausted, but your company would be appreciated.
My stomach gurgles. I'm like cursing. I'm like, the weakness of the flesh. My tutors would be so disappointed. Alright, give me just a second.
He's naked.
I just put my boots on.
Oh, man, sex not here.
Was it good for you?
I've already paid you to leave.
Nothing else. Just
You know,
I'm here my own time.
what is something that you don't get often? To eat.
I was like, oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of food.
A hot meal comes to mind.
But what in particular? Hang on.
Cornish game hand.
Hang on. I'm going to think of hen, but specifically just straight up a chicken. It could be dead or alive, I don't really care.
I know it's more funny.
Nat 20.
Reroll nothing but
I
mid-level
am
for
not
the game.
looking forward to combat this session.
You focus, right? And nothing seems to happen. Taris opens the door. There's a small chicken farm out here. Does anybody know anything about that? Do you know what a chocobo is? There's a cassowary out here and he is ripping into the prostitute. It's terrifying. Ragnar, what have you done?
Exactly what I meant to.
What are you talking about?
So I kind of push my way through into the room. It does smell really good in here.
Have a seat, Damon. Well, have a seat. From the ground.
What?
That's not. You know what? I'm not touching that.
Just don't get too attached.
Settle down there,
I
Gonzo.
don't know how long it lasts.
It's the same way.
It's like, hold up there, Gonzo.
I was like, this place, the prostitute's a joke, but I was like, this place wouldn't be able to conjure living things. And you're like, Nat 20, and I'm like, fine. It's a
sit down,
chicken farm outside.
I grab food. I try and stay away from like the really sweet stuff. I try and angle more
Oh,
towards
it's only breads and sweet stuff.
breads, something dinner type.
Carby beef.
My conjuring skills aren't quite on the same level as Ragnar, but I have made an adequate wine. It seems I am so acquainted to it outside of adventuring that I've remembered the good taste of wine.
Just kind of sit down like, oh, it sounds really good.
Should've brought this
Steak. Just a medium rare steak.
Hang on, before you tell me.
15
I was like,
again.
that does sound good. Don't make me.
Conjure.
Go ahead, what'd you roll?
15.
I rolled a 17 and got a 23.
So you focus, right? And you're just kind of again, a steak manifests in front of you. You close your eyes, you open them, and there's a steak there. It sits in a pool of its own juices. It is well charred, and it looks like a steak that you would get from a franchise restaurant, you know, just something on Restaurant Row. And you're like, yes, Then you look over and Ragnar has this like Bronto steak in front of him, where it again is sitting in its own juices, but it's like garnished with a side of like garlic potatoes and like bread and a salad off to the side. And it looks like something that like Gordon Ramsay would fix, but with a steak for like one of those steakhouses where if you can eat it, you don't have to pay for it. Like, it's just, and he's just like Mom used to make.
David shuts his eyes like, jealousy is not a virtue. Jealousy is not a virtue.
No, but it tastes really good.
I am perfectly satisfied.
I'm going to imagine soup.
But what kind?
Some good soup.
Butternut squash.
What a whole smorgasbord.
Oh, that's a dangerous thing. I don't have very high will.
I don't either.
We can imagine it together.
What's your will? What's your bonus to will?
Don't worry about it.
Well, somebody has to aid the other.
8.
Same.
Right.
All right, let's do this. We're in this together.
Then that one show up.
A nat 1?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Yes. And there it is.
So he focuses and like just, and he's like, "Oh, bone broth. That's good. Whoa! It rhymes with soup, but it is not soup." So you kind of were like, soups, spoop, spoop, poop, bowl poop, bowl poop.
Unfortunately, it's infinite.
Wow! Oh, the bakery
Can I
smell
try
is
to
really
override
clashing with that.
Can I try to override it?
You may.
Good one.
No. 24.
So you were like, oh, and what did you make specifically, or?
He said soup, so water with some vegetables in it.
It is the best water with some vegetables in it you have ever had.
I never ate soup.
That's fair.
Imagine somebody that's never had soup, imagining what this thing that everybody like wants to be, and it's kind of its own thing. It's a stew, it's hearty, it's healthy, it's thick, and it's like nothing you've ever had before. It's a savory mixture of broth and vegetables, and you're just kind of like, oh, that's soup.
Could I try, if we're going for soup, pull something from the Blackberry Farm? Like one of the main patrons, one of the main ladies used to make.
Sure.
25.
Man, y'all are rocking this for some reason.
Because this
Because
is
it's not
fun.
combat. It
Yeah,
doesn't
Doesn't matter.
So it's like, I almost imagine that fireplace with the cauldron sitting on top of it and the ladle kind of just going.
So you do so. There is that soup sitting. And what did you get all together?
25.
Gracious. There is that cauldron. You do smell that very sweet, savory, vegetable-heavy stew that they used to make. And off to the side, there is a table with blackberry pie, blackberry cobbler, just a plate of blackberries sitting there. And you see blackberry tarts just all around, just boom, right there next to it, and that ladle is stirring on its own. Ferris is like, I'm not used to feeling inadequate.
Here,
Soup
have
is-
a bowl of poop. Soup. Soup.
I fixed it.
I know, but I'm scared.
I've not tried it.
I would go over and ladle everyone a bowl, kind of set them in front of people.
Wait, of yours or his?
Of mine.
Okay.
Okay, good, yeah. That we'll just save that for never.
I just wanted to smell away.
Veggies from the garden. Should actually take the spreads from the blackberries and cook it in with it, so it has an infusion of blackberry to it. They were really big into blackberries on the farm.
Now with a 25, it is that.
Right.
You have nailed it. Like, it's almost as if you were like, you couldn't think of it, but it has manifested as perfect as possible.
You know, Dr. Tone, this is an appropriate meal for the Blackberry Brigade. Although, I'm kind of missing Missouri.
I mean, he is the tree. We'll see the tree again, I guess.
So he's not. I'm just gonna like this film just going crazy. He's not like dead.
No, he's infused with the tree.
There's a chance he could come back.
Sure.
That'd be like a knowledge arcana.
Yes.
Think of it.
27.
21.
With the 21, you do know that Manzarek has participated in a ritual that is reserved only for very powerful druids. Any druid below a certain power level cannot survive the process that he went through. So even if what he did succeeded, which was trying to draw the energy from the black blood through the power of the great tree, even if he was able to succeed, unless he was an archdruid, there's a very slim chance he would have survived.
And with the 27, I know that's more likely the case. Yeah. Yeah. He can definitely pick it out.
Roll me a sense motive. Anybody that would like to.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it
13.
is. I found the low row.
Right when it somewhat matters.
30. Gracious.
15.
25.
You two in this moment, as you know, Perry is going through this, you can feel that Perry's not super confident in what he's saying. Is that correct?
That's very correct.
You two notice Taris kind of focusing on his plate, and he's just playing with his food. You see as if he already knew this, as if this information is not a new realization to him. And you can feel guilt pouring off of him as if that was somehow his fault.
Y'all are getting gloomy.
Yes, and I apologize, but this is something that I feel like I must say. I feel like I really pressed to go into the Druid Temple. It was for selfish reasons. And I feel like I am not without my share of guilt for what happened to Manzarek.
We were already going there anyway.
He made his choice. That had nothing to do with you.
I pressed for Allaman to do something, and he opened a portal that trapped us here. Maybe if we had stayed, we could have, I don't know, done something.
Wait. Maybe we can get out. Maybe, what if we try to imagine a door to leave?
It's not quite that powerful magic here.
I'm gonna try to. Damn, I'm so close to 20.
That same door that is in the magic shop appears in here with the dial. No. Tater says, looking at it.
I get up and I try it.
You open it, there's nothing on the other side.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
Besides, we still have to try and get Allaman's spirit back where it belongs.
Maybe his spirit will be able to do something.
What if it says
Or his
soul?
Or his soul.
Well, that does raise the question. We saw Allaman alive in the flesh. What is his soul doing here?
But he's not necessarily a mindless husk. That kind of truly. He's a little.
Maybe what he did was separate his soul from his body.
But why? Why would he do that?
Because
Well, he had the ability.
he knew something that didn't need to be shared.
Doesn't he have the ability to travel between realms?
Well, if that's the case, that
More
makes
like
it
lucid
more.
dreaming.
That makes it more imperative that we get his soul.
Doesn't that separate the soul from the body when you travel realms like that?
If anybody would like to roll me knowledge arcana,
Ow,
Ooh,
man.
that 20!
Same.
Yeah!
That too.
with a 20, you would still know this.
Sweet.
But Ragnar and Taurus know this intimately. You do know that that gem that Allaman held up was a component for a familiar, specifically a construct familiar. And what a sorcerer with a construct familiar can do is separate a portion of his soul to bring that construct to life and give it personality. It's not just a moving robot like a golem. It feels, it thinks, it's a familiar. Allaman is not a stranger to being able to separate his soul, even in small portions or large portions.
So is it possible that his construct familiar is actually running his body?
I doubt it's that specifically. But if maybe that's why he seems so mindless or mad, that his consciousness was here, his soul was divided, and his body didn't know how to compensate for it. What if we were to reunite Allaman? To make him whole again?
It would stop him from having to operate two places at the same time.
And if we free his soul, maybe we can discover why he did it.
Didn't he seem like he knew where he was in the well?
It's difficult to say.
If I remember correctly, he looked peaceful. He looked calm.
He looked trapped.
But he wasn't like struggling or anything.
Like he knew where he was.
Yeah. Like he had resigned himself to what has happened.
We could always ask the Marcan about him.
Yeah, I don't trust the McCain.
I think he's simply a businessman. In his case, he doesn't see things in good and evil, he just sees opportunities.
Yes. And a man of opportunity like that will take advantage of someone like us.
And in the morning we have a deal, a game. Now, I've run the odds, and that 20. Intelligence check? You want that?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. And the odds are very much in his favor. I mean, talking a 60-40 split over 8 times, specifically.
So what do you suggest? Leave? We try and take him by force?
I think we should play a game.
I think if there was a way to better our odds.
What do you mean?
You mean cheat.
level the playing field.
And if we get caught?
We'd probably die.
Feels level it's gonna gain. Besides, there's already magics there. It's just gonna keep anything we try to do.
He showed us what we were going to be using, correct?
Correct. Not necessarily, Damon. If we use something mundane, he may not be able to detect the difference.
That's what I'm getting at.
If we use magics, yes. But a sleight of hand. Oh, I'm average with my sleight of hand.
I'm probably better than that.
I've seen you in action. You were better than that.
So, like a
Your periods too.
common rogue, just try and
He's got
play
two
the
common
house
rogue.
with what? Loaded dice, cards up the sleeves. What are you suggesting?
Well, we don't know what the cards look like, but we do know that the dice. We do know what dice he wants to use. The trick will be using him not being able to notice the difference if we switch it.
That's gonna be hard though.
I'll be honest.
Can I
haven't
conjure up
spent
one of the
a lot
dice?
of time. I spent more time trying to
23.
catch.
They get 25.
I also
25 would be identical.
I also wanted to conjure it to where it would always roll to the one side.
Did you state that before you rolled?
No, I meant to. I meant to say that I wanted it to be where it would always roll to a specific one.
I want the
nat
one. That one.
Okay. Firstly, you didn't state that. Secondly, you didn't get it perfect. It will favor a lower number.
Okay.
But it won't hit nat 1 because you didn't get it on the exact DC. But it is not outside the realm of possibility to recognize that that is a false die. But it is good. It is very good. Taylor's creates one. He holds his next to yours.
Hold up. Are we gonna be able to take these with us through to the other
20.
This is still better.
Keep that number. Write that number down, what you got. Because it matters.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor says, I would really like to use mine, but I'm not good at this. He says.
I give it a try.
You may.
I specifically favoring the 20 and going the higher side of the die. Only a 16.
16. It looks very similar to Taylor's.
But the thing is, once we leave this room, they disappear. Yes,
I don't know.
that is how this spell works.
This area is an extension of the tent. It may stay with us.
But we can't imagine our own door back to that area.
No, we can't imagine anything outside of this room, but maybe we can take something with us. It may not be able to leave the tent, but it may be able to leave this room into the tent. If it doesn't, we haven't lost anything.
I imagine
And
another
it's still,
greatsword.
well, it's
Great
still
axe.
magic.
24.
He
He's
is
just showing off.
dangerous.
So that the problem is, this is still a magic creation. And I use detect magic.
Yes, it emanates magic. Again, that magic is a very, very dull illusionary magic.
The magic's in the room might overpower.
Correct. All of this is risky, though, if he notices. It's a risk.
What are they made out of?
The dye?
Yeah.
Like a polyurethane kind of material.
Oh, that's funny.
Like a resin.
Let that resonate with you.
Ah!
I don't know. I'd almost rather try.
I'm really curious. Like, am I seriously got the most imagination out of everybody here?
I don't know that that's the route. I'd almost want to just try rolling with his axe and adjust it. It's tricky. It can't be done.
I just keep rolling and I don't get above a.
We gotta roll high. We gotta roll low
Well, I have one covered.
until we start.
Get it?
Because it's not. That would be cheating if you're just using skill.
Or a dice that doesn't take any
Statistics.
skill and it just rolls low.
Yes, but it's nearly impossible to get a die to roll exactly what you want.
Nearly.
You think you can pull it off?
If any of us could, perhaps.
It wouldn't be able to be detected.
Exactly.
Mechanically, the DC is higher for you to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yes.
But the chance of getting caught.
There is no chance because you're
It's-
technically doing nothing wrong.
Right. But with put a number to it with a plus 19 and sleight of hand.
Taylor says, that is very safe, and I am on board with this. I'm also very impressed with Ragnar's ability to create this dice.
Yes.
If he gets caught, what's the worst that could happen?
We die.
That is bad.
And then the world dies. Because there's no one to stop it.
Is there an item that keeps you from dying?
Yes, armor.
That's
Got
not
some
necessarily true.
Being faster than the other guy.
I got
That's
that
not necessarily true.
I got that one covered.
Strike first.
I got that one covered.
Except for power word kill.
What?
Exactly.
He does have that. Oh, yes.
There's no covered. I think we should play a game and then go to bed.
You want to just do a round here and see which one?
Oh, not
works out
this
better?
game, no. That's something better in mind. I imagine a really, 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 really long racetrack for us to run at.
Ooh.
Oh, what's this? 13.
There is a very typical racetrack.
See who's faster. It'll wear us out so we can sleep really well.
Oh, I'm fully prepared to sleep.
I've got 2 reasons. The next.
I'm more of a man of intellect than physical prowess. You've already outdone me in your baking skills with your imagination. I'd hate to be humiliated by my lack of physical athleticism.
How big is the track?
Well, I rode kind of low. I was imagining a mile, to be honest with you.
It's somewhere in there.
It'd be fun. Some late night entertainment.
Can't tap my wings.
We can cast spells in here, right?
Hmm?
Yeah. No, can be all. There's 6 horses.
I hop on one.
Do I know how to ride?
5 horses and a pony.
Do I get the pony?
Sure.
Oh, I have no ride
I'm
skills.
Oh, I would be gone awful at riding.
And
Wait,
I
hang on,
don't,
is
I
it-
don't have any more
Is it
inspiration
really?
points.
Is it really right?
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's why it's fun.
You get on backwards.
It's a negative.
Yeah, Neil.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's do this.
Let's do
Race
it.
time, boys. Taylor's just kind of like, I guess we're doing this. We're bonding.
Hang on, everybody get on.
Oh,
Hey, body.
You probably rode more than
On.
any of us.
You gotta run. Train
The stirrup goes out, and you see Taylor swing underneath the horse.
Oh, jeez. I go over and help him get upright.
Oh, God.
Up. Are you good?
It's like he
I
put
try
on
and
the.
cinch the stirrup a little, or cinch the strap a little tighter. Keep it from.
It was
doing
loose
that.
enough that it would just float.
Thank you, Damon. I have this. Yes. Reins.
Alright, all you have to do. I don't know.
Ready?
Oh, boy.
I am not riding.
You're absolutely
Oh,
fine.
come on,
Come
Damon.
on,
It'll be
Damon.
fun. You can't be any worse
Do
than
it.
you can't be any worse than I am.
Come on. Are you doing it?
I will turn your
Put a number
food.
to that.
I will put your. I
I
will
was
turn
gonna
your.
What?
start and just start flying
What?
-7
Go for it.
because of armor.
because they armor.
Are you wearing your armor right
You're
now?
wearing them off.
But even then, I am not well versed in riding.
You are not well versed in fun. Come on, Damon.
Come on,
Oh,
Damon.
Damon.
Help me out.
Damon.
Help me out of this monkey
Damon.
suit. I need to get some assistance. So it doesn't take me 5 minutes to do it.
Undone. You have to take it off to sleep anyway.
That's true.
Are you getting on horse?
Okay.
I'm just gonna fly. So,
All right, boys. Let's do this. Scoot it out.
I'll send the signal in
Did I
everybody's
win?
head. Oh,
Did I
no.
win?
I rolled poorly.
Does handle animal come into this too?
Just right.
13.
18.
Oh, nice.
14.
So I got a 6. But the moment I see it's not going well, I'm just going to use my wings and fly and take off because I have a flight speed of 60.
That's cheating.
I'm sure that's the same speed as the horses.
I don't have to
Roll me that fly. I'm going to say you're going to fall behind because once you realize you're not doing well, it's going to take you a minute to get and go.
Let me look up because the spell gives me bonuses. It's in the. I rolled a 8 plus. It's in the 10, so like 18 something.
Great. All right. It is Damon first, Tara second, actually. Yeah.
Dang.
Tara second with a 16. What'd you get?
A 13.
14.
So you are neck and neck, but you are ahead. Dr. Tone, you fly up, and I'm going to say that you are in line with them, but gaining quickly. So you go, you hit that first turn as you start to come around the edge. It's going to take another ride check to make this turn, boys. Oh, no.
Oh my gosh. One better. I rolled a 3 this time, so 14.
14.
11.
You pass Taris.
11.
11. You're maintaining.
11.
He's catching up. 11. So you have passed Ragnar. You are catching up on Damon. Taris is in 4th place.
13.
13. So you come up and you are right behind Perry. You make that turn and you are on the straightaway for the finish line. Hyamuel!
Much better.
Why? Why?
But why?
Nat 20.
Damn it. 17.
So 21 total.
21 total?
Yeah.
What do you get total?
31.
Oh, gracious. So you all bolt for this, and you're finally getting like the hang of it. You start to hitch, go, run. Your horse just takes off, and it's like I took riding lessons as a kid.
Oh, it's all coming back
It's
to
all
me now.
it's like riding a horse. As you just bolt through the finish line. Dr. Tone is close behind you. His horse never left that area. It's still like waiting for you when you come back around. It is then Damon and Ragnar, and you just see Taris off to the side like, yay, we're having fun. As his horse just kind of leaves the track.
That's a one for you.
This
That
is
was fun.
this is fun.
It's like a newbie playing Mario Kart.
You just let go, it'll go on its own.
When we get done, I'm just like, you're right. It was hilarious to watch you fail.
So I would like almost zip past because I'm flying and doing like a giant gear.
You know, this was a horse race.
I haven't been able to fly like that in a very long time.
And I
That was
kind of
fun.
looked down and, you know, just try something. I get a little gallop going, and I stand up on the saddle, and I leap,
Can I have followed him?
Sure.
and I start flying.
And do you do that thing? So
'Cause I got well,
after my long rest, I would, but just for yeah. Is this a natural ability?
supernatural.
So you stand on the horse as it's going. Roll me an acrobatics.
35.
I was hoping for the one.
You guys are getting gross in high levels. You stand
Always does that, man.
on the horse as it's going, just kind of like lifting up. The rest of you, I imagine, are just watching, going. As you do so, you kind of do a little hop, and the horse moves out from under you. As you levitate in the air, your hair rolling, your robes floating, and it's like in that moment, the rest of you kind of forgot that he looks different now. He's blue with those markings, and his hair is constantly flowing. But it's now that it is personified that this isn't the Perry that you thought you knew. He is becoming something different as you levitate in the air.
What a say.
So sort of using my wings to hover.
He can't let you have anything, can he?
I guess not.
I'm gonna make another race.
Oh yeah.
You went to bed? Taylor says, looking at you too.
So I sort of land, get in
What are we
a
betting?
position.
On who wins?
No.
I'm
Mine are
going
more of a
to
natural ability, so I do
imagine
need a running start to get them
a-
going.
money pouch
Mm.
on my side with a goat in it. 19.
Is yours like the spell fly?
Mhm.
Okay, half your level to your fly skill. That's why I was able to fly as well as I was.
I just want to see if that would even work.
Because I had the vegetable wings, it gives me a +4 to my fly skill as well.
That's not funny.
I had to try.
He puts down a coin purse.
Thanks.
You haven't won. You haven't won yet. Give me that. And with a 27, you can't tell. I rolled high.
That's our first. So technically be the same speed.
Because we both
Right.
gain fly as the fly spell, so we both have a fly speed of 60.
So if the speed is the same, then it will be flight check. It will depend on
flight
flight
checks.
checks.
That's fine.
So, you each start off. He says, "I bet 100 gold pieces on Perrin."
I bet the axe that I got in there.
Okay.
That we already.
It's already
bet.
been. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
The actual axe?
No.
No, the one on me.
Damon, would you like to join in on this?
Oh, I'm not much of a better.
He says,
But you could be
"You have all this extra money." He takes his cane and pushes a pile towards you. I made that.
It's not real.
Is it coins with pictures of terrors on it?
That's the
But they are he rolled a 27 to make
There's
those.
actually a
You don't know the difference.
There's a minting factory back there. That's just.
That's the
There's a bunch of dwarves mining the gold back there. Just like...
They hit it and it's just like little coins coming off of it. Or it's like when you hit Mario. It's not meant to be real. It's just for fun. Are you not fun?
Damon is trying really hard not to participate in anything we're doing.
I can make you never participate in anything we're doing.
I try to imagine my own coin bag.
Okay.
Please be quiet.
A bag of poop.
23.
That's good.
Yeah? Terrace knows different. But yeah. Why did I put points in a phrase? I don't know. So,
But wait, he told me that he made those, right? Yeah, he made
Is?
the coins,
Yeah.
So it was like, I know they're not real.
yes, but you can't tell the difference.
But it's just fun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he made them for you so you could bet. And then you made inferior coins because his weren't good enough.
It's like, no, I don't need these professional poker chips. I brought mine from Dollar General. Not a sponsor. Could be.
Alright.
What did they say?
He's got Monopoly money.
What are we betting?
I bet 100 gold pieces on Perrin.
I just learned how to fly.
I've been doing it for a while.
And no one knows how long
Well, in
I
my
know.
experience beats ability, so I'll put 200 on Dr. Toe.
Match that.
I have the axe on Perry.
Nice.
Pointed out.
The gold just...
It's like, you better win.
All right. Gentlemen, on your marks, get set, go!
Oh. Ooh.
He said half our level.
Half your level.
31.
I want to take a rock and throw it at him.
At me?
To make you stumble.
Why?
For fun.
To win.
Roll that ranged touch attack.
Only a 20.
What?
Probably touches.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
I don't know what I add to it.
Don't worry about it.
But it's
Your
not more.
BAB is enough.
Yes, 20.
I imagine that hurt.
So you get to the cur and you have to make that hard turn. Roll me another fly check.
And this time, if he raises his arm, I prep to
35.
grapple him.
Not even close.
I'm a natural.
So I imagine Perry's just got his book and he's in the sitting position. And he's just like making that hard turn. He's like, "Nyeh."
I will love it.
Robbie's wrapped around your neck, just blowing in the wind like a scarf. It's just like, you make the straightaway, you start to fly. Give me one more.
35 again.
Yeah.
You were impressed in your little acolyte. You taught him everything he knows. As he makes it through the finish line, he takes the axe.
I bet on him too.
Right. You get the axe.
Okay. I win.
Yay.
I imagine at this point the minute's probably up, so I just sort of like fall and kind of stumble.
Don't worry, I stopped myself with my face.
That was fun.
Doing 3,500 points worth of improvement.
I did rather enjoy that. Mostly because I wasn't involved.
I liked it when you were involved.
Always been able to fly.
You didn't, but I did.
It's a new development.
I think
Tapping
you
into
know,
my inherent Just that's what it.
The thing your dad didn't tell you.
Well,
That's
was
a
it-
shame.
Well, more than just didn't tell me. It was magically disguised.
Why? Are you like a little Lucky Charm? Is
Oh
there-
yeah, and Damon's the racist one.
No, like you've had a lot of things happen.
I feel like that word gets thrown out a lot in our sessions.
What?
Well,
When the paladin's a bit racist.
he's
Has
not a
been.
paladin. He tried. He
He's the
failed.
godless one.
What a title.
Oh boy, that's gonna stick.
Oh, you wait. Boy, do I have a show for you.
I don't know if you know where silks come from,
Wow.
but someone as blue as you are, the heritage is probably pretty direct.
And from the visions I've had, I imagine that my mom was some sort of genie.
A gem, if you will.
Neat. That's interesting, and why would he hide that from me, though?
I think there's
Well-
probably a reason.
Did he also tell you? I've had a theory. I don't know how much of it I want to share. We're looking for keys, right?
Mhm.
The keys are hidden throughout
Yes.
various places, right? And each of the places are kind of attached to their particular key,
Mhm.
right. And so, like, Drimport had the soul key.
Right.
That's the key that went there.
Which is weird. Couldn't touch it.
Right. But why couldn't you touch it? Unless you were already attuned to some sort of magical artifact level thing, like a key.
So there's already a key out there that I'm attuned to.
But there's only
Out,
4
maybe
keys.
not the best use of the word. Maybe in.
But there's only 4 keys.
Yeah, what are the 4 keys?
But the 4 keys are the 4 heads of the black blood.
They're
It can't
attached.
be
They're
him.
the same.
But it can't be him.
Well, he's not one of the heads, he's one of the keys. Well,
Can't
not
be.
him.
It can't be the
Part of
key.
him. Why?
Well, there's
Because the
5.
black blood.
There were 4 keys and one to bind them all together.
Your dad said go and seek the 4 keys.
But the keys aren't the heads.
The 4 heads of the black blood have to
Are behind the 4 doors that the keys open.
They wonder why they have the keys. How else would the doors would possibly be?
Well, no, we had the soul key until it got absorbed into the tree. What I'm getting at is, what if he already has one of the keys? What were the 4 keys?
I don't think he knows. Yeah,
There was the soul key.
that we knew. That's something we knew.
we've
It has
told.
been established. Yes. The
Sure, it's in
soul,
here
the
somewhere.
body, the head, the arms, the legs, the feet, the toes, elbows.
Head,
shoulders,
knees, and toes.
It was the key of knowledge, the soul key, the heart key, and the body. That's the one I always like. In my head, it's the blood key, but it's not the blood key.
It is the soul key, the mind key, the heart key, the body key, and a key to bind them all
The
together.
key to bind them all together. We know where the
It's right there.
We know where the knowledge key is. It's in the teddy bear and the blackberry farms. We know where the soul key is. My guess would be that either you're the body key or you're the heart key. The body key, I'm assuming, is in his homelands, based on his particular reaction and how his body physically transforms.
Wow, that's some really good deduction there, buddy.
Hey, thanks, I've been doing this for a while.
How old are you?
320 something.
No.
But it
Older,
still doesn't make sense.
Why?
Which brings us to your lab.
Yeah.
Under this tree.
Yeah.
That
You remember I
predated-
told you that I remember building that place before there was a tree there?
Yeah.
Did you plant the tree?
What do you remember?
Did you make the keys?
I had the keys.
So there's 4 keys, right?
Yes. What do you want from me?
And how does the 5th key come into place to combine them all together?
Well, I was separated. That was the goal. Well, I did not separate them. I had my assistant.
What's your assistant?
Her name eludes me at the moment.
Alludes.
Is she the lady in the locket that you showed me?
Your mom.
Her name wasn't Ayla, was it?
Well, if her
That
name
was-
eludes you, you don't know.
I was about to say that was me.
He goes,
not remembering.
Is it?
Words are constantly feeling.
And I believe you said Sylph, not Jen.
Okay.
So you created a key?
Created, knew of their location, and had them together, sure. But the last thing of the vision I saw was me telling my assistant after someone's best friend came and raided and destroyed all of the things in my tower. I had her go fly away with the keys and hide them.
I just want those out here. I make these games to not talk about stuff because that's all we've been doing.
When was the last time we had a chance to sit down and actually talk about
We
this?
have talked for days.
Have we? We fought for days.
That's why I talk.
Speaking of which,
Fair.
I think we can all use sleep. See what
Nothing's
happens
gonna
in the
happen
morning.
until after we win and this game
It's just-
lovely dies. Tomorrow. So
It's-
good night, and I'll walk out.
Your own
This is your
place.
room.
Yeah, but this was an extra room inside of an extra room.
This was
so
the
I go to my
foyer
room.
to his room.
Harris watches you go. Neil watches you leave as well. Gentlemen, I feel like we're so close to being onto something.
I think they're hiding. Or that there is too dense to realize they know what they really are.
Maybe not Ragnar. I think
Ragnar's pretty dense.
Ragnar is more clever than he lets on.
I think he's more lucky than he lets on.
But hear me out. I have a theory.
Okay.
I feel like you're onto something with the keys. I know very little about them. I only know of the Black Blood. I don't know anything about the doors or how to seal them. The keys are new to me. However, if Ragnar is avoiding this, there may be something deeper to that. You said he's been speaking to himself, correct? We've witnessed it firsthand.
As like an alternate ego almost. It's like this conversational.
Is something preventing him? Maybe steering him away from this?
Well, he is somehow afflicted by the Black Blood. Like it's in him.
One of
But it's not the same strain.
it's different. Like
It's a different
one
type
of one of the flocks have separated themselves.
but it doesn't act the same. It doesn't seem like it wants to infect others like the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, but it sure has shown itself
You're
to
not,
not be a.
you're not in there.
Oh, I'm not in there?
You
No,
said
you
left.
I didn't say I left. He said he left.
I thought you said.
I suggested we need to go seek our beds, and he's like,
Oh, okay. If you're
All
still
right.
there,
Yeah, I'm
that's
still
fine.
there.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
okay. But, well, it seems to me that whether or not he wants to infect anyone, it sure as heck isn't shy about hurting any of us. It's certainly not a friend, whatever it is.
Has he changed his attitude towards you since this all began?
He's been a lot more direct and mission oriented.
Like he has a purpose.
Like he has a purpose. And when this group first joined together, his mission seemed solely to protect me. Which I didn't think too much about it. It was good dinner, yes.
You're welcome.
I thought maybe it was just natural because he saw how my powers have grown and I could kind of take care of myself a little more, but he does look at me
Or
differently.
you were someone who needed protection.
It's
A
just
younger
different.
brother.
Yeah, but yes, exactly. And he talked about that.
But it's changed.
He hasn't mentioned that in days.
The only thing I've ever seen from Ragnar is he's been aggressive. Not as standoffish as some of us. He looks at Damon. But more aggressive.
And more powerful. And it before all is his transition to that rage form was sparse. It was an active decision he was making, or at least it seemed to be. Now it's seamless.
Could it also be how his powers have increased? Mr. I can now fly?
Leaning into your heritage and becoming subject to the Black Blood may be two different things.
It may be. I'm just, for lack of a better way to put it, playing devil's advocate.
Perhaps it is something that we should keep our eyes on, but I want you gentlemen to know that I am here to help. I'm here to help you find the keys. But there is one more thing I would like to address before we retire. I've touched on it a bit to the Marcan. There is a reason I wanted to come to the Plane of Dreams. A reason I was looking for Allaman. There's a dream hag here in the Plane of Dreams. One that is working with
Satan.
Yes. Night hags have a gem, a dream gem, that they're able to trap the souls of wayward dreamers inside of. Normally it doesn't do anything except have adverse effects on the dreamer for a short period of time. Exceptionally powerful dream hags, though, can send that person into a coma. This is the fate of my daughter.
You know.
You're not in
Do you know this dream hag's name?
It says, unfortunately, no. I only know that she is in league with Satan. And I've done as much research as I can, and that is as far as it has led me. This is the closest I have ever been.
It's probably the closest you could ever be again. It's an opportunity. I, for one, think the opportunity is there. I don't doubt that our group would help. I know you feel guilty about what happened to Banzeric, but you didn't know those infested druids would be infected druids. I forgive you for that. Whatever that means to you.
It seems like he's having trouble acknowledging or forgiving himself. I'm in no position to ask you for your help.
But it is very nonetheless.
To be fair, we were already going to be looking for a dream hags soldier anyways. It's one of the ways.
But now we know not to sell it.
Well,
Right.
until we get that particular soul out. It's one of the ways we can repay our debt to Grant.
He stands up. He kind of reconstitutes himself. He says, well, gentlemen, it's been fun and an emotional tonight. I will allow you to retire. Thank you for your time. And I wish you good evening. He steps out. As if he doesn't know what else to say.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go on to that as well. Although I'm kind of regretting my choice
So
of room.
everybody has to go through my room to get out.
Not anymore.
Sure.
It was much better when I was out of there. So with a 12, is there a door going right to the common room? Just a cardboard cutout.
You got it.
All right.
A 10 succeeds.
Okay.
Yes. But a 25 is perfection. So you do make the thing.
There's doors. Just a second.
I forgot to open it. Shh, shh, shh.
That's not disturb right there.
Perry doesn't walk through your room. But Terrace does. Good night.
I'm laying in bed facing away from everything. I don't acknowledge.
Sun's getting real.
It's okay, little buddy. As your bed is
I
much
feel
more
safe.
comfortable.
We all cuddle puddle. Robbie's like, this is right.
This is
So I walk out, but I don't go back into my room yet. I am waiting for him to walk out.
Where'd you go
For
through
me
the
to
door
walk
that he made?
You're the you in question.
fisticuffs.
Alright, so I come out, chain rope drawn.
I admire your courage.
I don't have my armor on.
I don't either.
You don't have my armor on?
Yeah.
God, I don't think it
He
fits.
never stated he picked it up.
I imagine that it's on.
Whoa!
I tell him,
Yeah,
I talk to you.
sure. It's a talking kind of a night, I guess.
Well, you're gonna want to hear what I have to say.
Uh-huh.
Can we go away from everyone?
I look at the giant wall.
Do you imagine somewhere more secluded?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do that thing.
Okay. Fudge it up, fudge it up, fudge it up. Yeah, 13.
You imagine an extra dimensional space.
Okay, extra.
There's a confessional booth.
It's a dimensional space squared.
Forgive me,
But it's
Father.
just the one. There's not a second one, so you just.
Squeeze in there together.
I've been meaning to talk to you. Yes, Damon. What is it?
It's like the toilets.
Okay.
I've been troubled and not a good companion.
Uh-huh.
He's laughing.
No.
And I haven't felt like there's been any reason for me to trust you.
Okay.
It's like right above the cheek.
Whatever you may think about him,
Your new best friend?
he's not my friend.
Well, he's no one's friend, but you know that's
I thought he was your friend.
yeah, maybe a long time ago.
Can you tell me why he attacked you? Why he's
So
trapped by your presence?
I don't know all the details, but imagine, if you would, this. You growing up have a best friend. Guy that you're ride or die, you fought with each other against hordes of bad people. And then that person betrays you in like an ultimate way. An irreversible betrayal. And over the course of a human lifetime, maybe you get over it, maybe you don't. But when you're talking about 200 years and you fought for 100 of those together, and even for tieflings, 300 is a supernaturally long life. You see my scars, you know where I come from. I didn't look like this when I started. That kind of a betrayal, you don't forgive. I hate him as much as he hates me. If I could have, I would have tried to kill him that day too.
We have talked. He's told me he can't go home because of you.
Okay. Confuses me a little bit. But yes.
Damon looks just as confused. He won't give me any other details about it.
Information is power. To any demon or devil. Telling them stuff is as strong and powerful as giving them a magical weapon that is great at killing things.
How did you come to be in the service of Casamance?
I don't know if I know that name. Who?
Allaman's the Lord of Pain.
Oh. Oh. I don't know his name.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Nat 20?
We're about to
I don't
dig
like that.
real deep.
23 if you wanted the total.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, when he says Casamance, the name echoes into your head. It's as if hearing that name triggers something in your mind. You feel that gut-wrenching fear, that empty sensation in your chest. That same feeling you had when you saw the dire bat. That same feeling you had when you saw the entrance to the ruins at the Great Tree. All of that comes rushing into you, and you see that bat in your mind. That bat-like monstrosity. Just a silhouette with those piercing red eyes. It washes over you and makes you nauseous. Roll me a sense motive.
I'm not hiding.
I didn't think so.
You're still fumble.
I rolled a nat 1.
Like I
I
said.
kid you not.
That's on par.
So, you see him have a visceral reaction to this. You are unable to make out why he is acting this way. You don't know if he's upset that you know the name, or if there's something deeper to it. But those flashes come to your head, and the only thing that you can extrapolate from it is that Casamance is bad. It is as if it is suppressed trauma that just the name has ripped from your past.
So, yeah, Casamance. It's
Wait,
the Lord
please.
of Pain. That's the one.
First of all, names are powerful and veils. Please stop saying their names.
We're not in the house.
Names are powerful. Please stop saying their names. There's a reason I call him your friend. There's a reason I call him the bat. It's better. It's almost like my fingers are trying to dig in something, but I'm stopping them. He's a bad person. The bad is bad. It's all bad all the way. He doesn't get that title for nothing. Names are important. You know my old title. I didn't just get assigned that title. I earned it. He earned the title. First things first. Second things second. There's servitude like that as a two-way street. I needed something he was able to provide. Said, those are fuzzy. There's a reason my title was the Carver of Flesh. I could provide him that service. He gave me the powers and ability to do so.
Did you make a deal of some kind?
I made so many deals.
Demons?
Devils, demons, lesser ones, great ones, angels, other planet creatures, elementals.
Why? Trophy. What could possibly?
Yeah, I think you misunderstand something very vitally important about when I come from. The divine plane hadn't contacted ours yet. This is before gods. Before the great tree itself, before life itself was in the planet. So, hope wasn't a thing. There wasn't life, there wasn't good, there wasn't morality. You made deals to survive. Deals is what got you elevated in positions of power.
So as you're talking, you'll see Damon. You'll see his kind of rigid stance start to slowly relax, and this sharp bulge has just beneath his shoulders for a while will seem to kind of slump. They're older than 300 years.
Well, yes, but not all of them is accurate. As far as my head knows, I have been alive for 327 years.
We've got a long way to go trying to start our life blood.
Yeah.
I have been a companion, and I have not been able to deal with some things that have happened the right way, but I choose to trust you, to trust that you have our best interest in mind.
It's trust is something that I give people until they break it. But when they break it, you end up like your friend of yours. Because I take betrayal hard. I had to. Piece of unsolicited advice.
Yeah.
A tattoo in your arm. Right? I feel like you're focusing on the wrong parts of the tattoo. What does the last two lines say?
I can't remember. Really? Oh man! I can't remember.
I'm
I
pretty
just
sure
told you what
it
it was.
ends with, I hate you. And I love you.
I hate thee and I despise thee. Or I love thee and I despise thee.
Why would your deity end with that? Why would she end with the phrase, I love thee? Some food for thought. Things to sleep.
No, she never took me back.
She doesn't brand your arm with the phrase, I love you, if she didn't want to take you back. Is she the goddess of, I hate everything? Is she the goddess of vindictiveness? What is she the goddess of? Oh, come on, man.
It's
supposed to know these
been a
things.
hot second since
Victory.
Victory and conquest.
She's the goddess of victory and conquest. Just the Justicars are her sword in combating me. And I guess for some reason I conflated your appearance with everything I've been told I'm required to fight.
Sure. To get to my point. If she's the goddess of victory, maybe your battle isn't won yet. Take it from me as someone who has dealt with, we'll say, gods, quote unquote. They don't usually use the phrase "I love you" if there wasn't that path for redemption. You've been acting like that road is closed.
Remember, you're just a car. Right through it. Sorry. I'm so sorry. You respected my serious moment. I apologize.
Have a good night. Enjoy your cardboard room.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay.
Law, good protection, war.
Law, good protection. And I hold my hand out tentatively.
You move.
So, holding out his hand with the gold tattoo, you would almost see like the skin isn't as red. Because I always describe him as being blood red. It's kind of like a faded, almost a faded red.
I grab your hand.
In that moment, you feel a pulse of energy as your tattoo glows, and so does yours. It's faint, and you're not sure it even happened. But in that moment, you feel
I don't.
It's not something to.
I don't.
Did I notice it?
You're not sure if you did.
I just turn around. The black queen on your left. Golden like angelic on the right. Have a good night.
You two die.
And with that, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. See you. Shane had a moment. We love him anyway. Welcome back, adventurers. So, you all wake up to the sound of a magically conjured rooster. It's a ghost sound, but it does wake you all up.
Or is it actually?
I did that.
Roll over.
It's in the chicken farm.
Roll over, pull the pillow.
You're gonna come
over
in
head.
like,
It's Tay. You just pull Tay over.
Jan walks into the room. She says, "Rise and shine, gentlemen." She says, "You good?" She says, "Asifor is ready to play Bound. I hope you got enough sleep, you are well rested and fed." She says, "If you would like breakfast, please grab something small." She turns so.
He looked at me like, no.
I conjure this.
Pretty good reason.
Grab breakfast as well. I don't care what it is.
I might care a little bit what it is.
Chicken wings.
How rare do you want your breakfast?
Darius is like, "Damn it, stop." Stop saying that, everyone!
That everyone.
I think the only person that hasn't said it, ironically, is Shane.
I'm winning. What does that mean? Yeah. What's ironically mean?
Anyway,
I don't know anything.
Taylor steps out. He adjusts himself. They conjured a shower. He walks out.
Oh, I missed out. Oh, well, shower, not.
Gentlemen, before we go, he looks at you. Would you like to roll these movies?
I guess the way we're gonna play this in a row.
I am well versed in sleight of hand. And now that I've rested, I do have panache points that I can put into that to make it much better. Inspiration points, excuse me.
I should feel inspired to like try.
If I get caught, though.
It's your head, not ours.
Okay. I accept this. fate.
He's all heart, isn't he?
Oh no, I'm all hurt.
Tell me that.
Who was that?
It was me. I said it. Anyway, so He steps out. He has the dice pocketed in his sleeve as he walks up to the table. You see Asifor standing there. Alcifor, excuse me.
Alcifor.
What's an Asifor?
For sitting.
Alcifor is sitting in the large throne-like chair in front of the table.
Gentlemen, I trust you so well.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Of course. We'll see if that same feeling of gratitude persists after our game.
He gestures towards the table. You see 8 cards here. 4 in front of your seats and 4 in front of me.
So, have you decided to be rolling for the house valor?
Varys is going to roll for sleight of hand to use the low die first.
Now we have to go to a silence. Right.
When you sit down, there will be a barrier of silence between all of you when it is your turn to play. For this, you can speak, you can talk, whatever. Okay,
What you got?
plus 20.
Nice.
That's what those inspiration points do. Ah. My sense motive is plus 18.
Yeah, I
It's-
Okay.
You stop. You stop. It's not even. Well, it is close. It is close, but it's closer than I'd like it to be. But he does succeed.
Okay. It's like, which direction?
Yes.
So good.
Is to
Good.
roll 2 and take the lowest. Roll 2 and take the lowest. You mind one that only has
One.
I rolled 2 5s.
So take the 5 minus
Take
5.
the 1.
I for real rolled 2
I see
5s.
that.
I don't
Do you
think
want it the low one to be green or red?
The red 5.
Red.
Yeah, why not? Red dot.
Taurus rolls. You see him kind of flick his sleeve. The die he took from the Marcan slides into his sleeve as he flicks the die that you had conjured. The die hits, rolls. You see the Marcan looking at it, and it's that moment where you're all just like, because he rolled with negatives because it was not a perfect die, but he still got it. So he rolls. He looks up at Alcifor. Alcifor looks down.
And that is
Oh, he says, "Oh,
very well. And now, for your for my dice.
Alcifor then is going to roll the house die. 10,
Alright.
right down the middle.
Alright.
It makes it harder to go below the low.
Well, it seems you have a 50% chance of house die as it stands.
Yeah, that'll be easy.
Woo!
Okay, this is for
He's playing with
my
himself.
player. Yeah, I feel good. I rolled a 16.
Solid.
Alcifor looks down at it.
Afterwards, don't, but far from the beginning.
He snaps his fingers.
That is the.
You just see Ragnar like,
He might say, yeah. What are you talking about?
Taurus goes, the silence barrier disappears around Perry.
So, let us begin, shall we?
We shall.
11 D1.
He says, as the shooter, you will start.
It's like roll sleight of hand.
Yes, and you can call high or low after you roll it.
Right. But
Yes.
this is just to see if I can roll 2.
Yes.
There's a DC. in your
Yes. Yes.
head. Yes.
I mean,
I don't know.
That's always 10.
Maybe not. Maybe not this one. Let's see. 25.
oh, the 25 now. The DC is much higher because it is almost
Yeah, that's
impossible.
totally fine. I didn't roll great. So it's just one die. It is what it is.
Correct.
1.
Wow, this is a really suspenseful game.
Are you kidding? We have 3 more people to go through.
Oh, that's gone forever. It's still on the table. It is a 5.
Pull it out.
Ooh. 17.
Oh, that's not good.
He looks at you with a ha-ha smile.
Uh-huh. Just let it. Alright. Now, Delaney. It's not you.
That's a good real die?
Yeah, it's not my fake one.
No, no, no.
I used to take one before.
He says, well done. He says, now for the second. Those two are.
Sure, you have to wait.
Yep, that's out of 3. Still moving. 4?
First. Now, 20.
You win
I
the
should
second.
have taken that as was wrong.
He says, very well. And now for everything.
No, that was my
He was
slide.
rolling sleight of hand.
Oh, that was sleight of hand.
Yeah.
What did you get? Nat
A
20?
nat 20.
Okay, so you get to
I
roll
rolled
2.
two.
Yeah.
You rolled a 9.
I got a 9.
Alright, I've got a 30. So that's 1 1.
You got 13?
Yes.
Okay. He says, well done.
So does a 30 do it?
No. Wow. Yeah, it's not easy.
Does a 39.
39 would do it.
Okay, so that's going to put around the
Yes.
5.
10.
Not. What do you get?
10.
That is Evan.
11?
11.
Ah.
Very well. Choose a card.
Flip it. Flip it. Flip it.
What that?
Ace of spades.
The ace of spades.
You know what that means?
You may re-roll any one of your d20s. You don't have to. You can hang on to that.
And I can choose to pass it on whenever.
Yes.
So even at the very end.
It will automatically move on to Damon, whose turn it is now if you don't want to use it.
We're winning.
I'm just.
Are you good at it?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Roll me perception.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, because we're going so the other side.
17.
Okay. It's the same number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mental communication. Just not here.
He gave us powers and we're going to abuse them.
Yeah. It would. Oh, the zone of silence would work with it.
Hey, David, how's it going?
You hear Harry's voice in your head.
You can respond to that.
Oh, yeah, it's going good, I think.
You need to beat a 12.
That allows you to affect these die.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can re-roll any one of these die.
Second round. I win the first.
I like how you roll it and then you put it in that thing that's supposed to work.
Well, he's a party level.
Right.
I want you to play the game however you want.
Pick high.
I'm narrating.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nat 20.
Heck.
Suck at this game.
Oh wait, yeah. You said hi.
Yeah.
That means I win.
Ace of spades.
Did you reroll whenever I die?
I would choose to use my die. Or my card.
His card disappears.
What's it do?
It allows him to roll another d6.
A fourth one?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no.
16. He is now matched your high die.
My turn's over.
Correct. You go into silence.
And I was like, oh, is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're playing the dice game. Sorry. We're 9. We'll go low.
Very good. 13.
So I gotta be the 13. Like, a little higher.
Yes.
That's cool. It's not. I rolled a 13.
House wins.
You're
Wait a
negative.
minute, you have 4 dice. How did you get 4 dice?
He explains the rules.
Like, you got that card. Suck. You just see me flipping. 13. We're gonna go high. Hi, how are you?
Well.
You're saying there's a chance?
No. I rolled a 14.
He grins.
I thought it was
Two of spades. He will save them.
What's it do?
It allows him to re-roll one of the d6.
Oh, that's so he could literally get higher
Yes.
than 20.
Yeah. He
And
can
that,
re-roll that one and lose nothing.
that could actually just within the realm of the game. Dumb.
Yeah. Because that's how it works.
Dumb.
Oh, sorts.
Are you ready, Dr. Young?
Sure. 7. I call that no.
Whoa. 7.
8.
House wins a match.
Round 2.
You guys suck. You all hear it.
12.
Oh gosh. 10.
You heard me say hi.
Yes.
5.
Very good.
That could have happened to any of us.
It's inside your head, you hear, good job.
17. Hi.
Sucks less than ever.
Oh. 11. So we are tied, yes? Okay.
Hi.
Hang on. Yes.
Actually, I think. Yeah.
So, he says,
If you want to re-roll your
We still have this.
"Can you think a little higher than a 16?"
I can certainly try it. If I'm already losing,
Very well. Let's see.
The card disappears.
You
You want to roll this guy?
yeah.
Or do you want to do this one? It's got 2 points.
If you can sleight of hand it.
Your call. I'll let you do it. You choose.
Dr. Tone would play fair.
Fair is fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you your dice back. It's the lowest I've rolled all night.
The zone of silence dissipates from around you.
Well, gentlemen, it seems that I have won and vowed. That means I get your magic items.
Taylor starts to look panicked, like he's trying to think of a way out of this.
Are you sure that you also were abiding by your rules?
What do you mean? Are you accusing me of cheating?
Yes.
Yes, sure, whatever.
Let's be
Because
real.
could I have rolled a perception check and I watched you?
And if anybody would want to, yes, you may.
Would a 20 work?
Sorry.
With a 25 and a 37, you both saw him cheat. You all three saw him cheat against David.
So yeah, I said, then, yeah. We're playing against Dave and you changed your dice.
My body.
I tried to expand my initiative images.
That's
No,
not
okay.
the way that works. You hear Jan say, what about the zone of truth that you were going to use on them if they lied? He slowly turns and looks over at her. She's just reading a book at the table. Fair's fair.
Tastes like so the truth.
Very well. He says, maybe I embellished my rules a bit. What would you think is fair?
Perhaps just the soul.
To give you my most prized possession,
And the
Why is that your most prized possession?
because it is the most worth.
All those souls in there, all these artifacts. That one soul outstrips the one.
To be fair, before you played the cards, we were winning the game. We won the initial game of battle.
And
You had
the
some
card
malfeasance.
you played was the one blown up.
And how about this?
He snaps his fingers. The D6 disappears, the 16 stays.
We'll play one last game. Best two out of three. Whomever you want in whatever. Whoever wins gets another card. If that card changes and I win, then I take all. But if I fail, maintain yours will win a card that allows you mine.
You cheated on me.
Didn't make the best calls. Oh, you said game shoots.
I'll play.
No.
Play.
Are you cheating?
No.
You are under the effects of Zone of Truth. You can roll a will save if you would like.
Nah. I can care less.
You see, he doesn't like the fact that he's telling the truth.
Understand there's a chance? Oh, fuck.
Best 2 out of 3.
I thought I won one. What if Barry plays on this one? I could play.
He did say any order you would like.
Pressure's on me! I won!
I pulled my weight. Good luck, guys.
Step back.
Does the telepathy work both ways?
Telepathy?
That's what I said.
Love it. Yeah.
So
Yeah, he can hear you if you try to talk to him.
I would telepathically, you know, you do it, but play fair. Because if you cast that zone on you,
It just play.
Yes, but if he is able to do sleight of hand and make it, he's technically not cheating.
Oh.
Yes.
Right.
So even if
my vote would be him, just because.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna figure that out later. Slow hand.
37 does make. You can roll 2 die and take whatever.
I'm gonna take my 2 with
If you don't beat it, I'll be surprised.
Boy! Give me the card.
I don't think we need that.
I don't think we need
What's
the
the
card.
2 of spades?
Change one dice value by 2 or both dice value by 1.
Let's go. Up 2. Just
Did we win?
He stands up.
Unfortunately, gentlemen, the house always wins.
He goes to snap his fingers. You see Jan rush up and grab him by the wrist. He looks down at her. She says, "A deal is a deal."
This is not what we hired you as my bodyguard.
She says, "And I'm not going to bodyguard a liar."
You speak so.
She says, "Yeah, we don't do deals with dragons. So what?"
This is what cost us in deals with labor.
Not necessarily, she says. Gentlemen, may I ask what you're going to do with Allaman's soul? She laughs. It sounds to me like you're going to be doing a lot more business.
Fine. You can have all of them. Take it. But this is the class they're doing with me for my shop.
He snaps his fingers. In doing so, the magic shop in its entirety fades away.
Magic items.
Do we get our magic items?
Do we get our magic items?
I think I got one.
Do we get our magic items?
Sounds to me someone wasn't as impartial as he was pretending to be.
Of course he wasn't. Why would he be?
True neutral.
Sore loser is what he is.
Not neutral. If he was any kind of a Gen 10, he was the opposite.
Positive?
Yeah.
Positive. Possibly a sore loser. I was honestly a little scared.
I could tell because of how fast you rolled it.
You're like, I got it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The tent suddenly disappears. You all find yourself standing on that granite shoreline. It stretches out to either side, and that kind of wet mist of that sea spray crashing against the rocks washes over all of you. That massive cyclopean monolith with its eerie whispering sticking up out of the water, and the mountain that rises up into the clouds, illuminated and silhouetted by lightning strikes ever
that
so often.
giant creature that put it on his shoulders when we went to the tent's not there.
Quick questions.
Uh-huh.
One.
Yeah.
The weapons and stuff that we left are also in there.
Are all displayed out before you as if they were dropped out of the tent as
What
well.
about the one on me?
No. You do, however, see the soul well sitting there. It begins to churn and shake. You see this eerie green glow emit from it, and a hand emerges out from the well, grabbing onto the edge. You see Allaman push himself up, his long brown hair hanging in front of his face, his facial hair thick and dropping down below his jawline. He looks tattered, as if he has been a slave for some time. He pushes himself out of the well and he stands. He is semi-transparent. You're able to see through him, but he's like opaque. As he steps and he kind of shuffles to his feet, the well disappears behind him. Allaman holds his hands up, and in a bright flash, you see this black and purple robe appear on him with a starburst pattern on the inside of it, very reminiscent to the hypnotic glow of Wormy when last you saw it. A large brimmed hat appears on his head. A massive staff appears with kind of a draconic claw holding an orb at the end of it. You see these magical vestments appear on him. He is clean shaven, his hair pulled back into a ponytail, and a teddy bear appears into his left hand. I am free! He turns and looks at the ocean. You hear that, you ugly rock? I'm free!
We hear you.
Woo! Ah. Hello, he says, looking at all of you.
You're welcome.
Hello.
David? Surprised to see you. Yes, David. You seem confused. Yes, David.
Sure.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Allaman. Sorry I can't stay, but I have places to be.
Oh, what do you mean you can't stay?
Like, I could stay.
Right.
I'm not going to.
But
He begins
you-
to walk off.
So imagine, if you will, for a second, your maddening altered body teleported us here into the dream world. We would like to go back, please. It's great. Is that the real one?
Unfortunately, no, this isn't Oliver.
Okay.
What do you mean the real one? Do you know what I did with... You died!
And I'm back.
You know what I did with my teddy bear?
Whoa, you know
Yeah.
who he is?
Yeah, he's David.
That's Dr. Tone.
Right.
Dak is a thought.
Bless you.
Donka, by the way.
Whatever.
Shun.
I speak Abyssal, just not that well. I have a gringo accent.
I do have a question. Are you able to take us all back to the material plane?
I am a lucid. I can do anything in this realm that I want.
Okay, can you take us all back to the material plane? Notice how my question didn't change.
Yeah. It's called Dream Voyage. I can do that.
Okay, that's all I care about.
Yeah. Okay. Now that I've answered your question, please.
Why can't you take us back now?
He said he could.
He just begins to walk away.
The black blood's loose in the mortal realm.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, so that gets your attention?
What do you mean it's back? What'd you do?
It's what we're trying to do. Stop it.
What? How is it back? How do you know it's back?
The doors
What are you doing with this?
It's seeping through the door.
This is the group that's going to stop the black blood?
Can I
You
answer?
can't even get out of the dream world.
Can I
What
put
are you doing with them?
Can I put my hand over his mouth?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Roll me a will save.
Die.
16.
I mean, stop it. Like,
Shut up for a second. We're trying to explain what's been happening since you've been trapped in the toilet bowl.
So you're telling us to stop it like Alvarium did so well back in the day?
Yeah.
And Ayla?
Yeah. Who are you?
The son of Alvarian.
And Ayla.
Oh my god, he says. He drops his staff in the teddy bear. He touches your face in a very uncomfortable way. You are. They did. Yes, he says. Yes. Oh my god, he says. Wait, this is wonderful. I'm an uncle. I'm Uncle. Call me Uncle Al. Is that weird? I feel like that's weird. That's a little weird. Call me Uncle Al anyway. He says this is great. He hugs you and picks you up. Oh my god.
To call him Dad.
He puts you down. He says you have your mother's markings in her skin color. You look a lot like your dad, which I won't hold against you. But he says that's wonderful. Oh, okay. I feel much better about all this. Your dad's helping, right?
No.
Your dad's helping, right?
No.
Hawthorne is.
Ugh, I don't like Hawthorne.
No, none of
It's a
us
stick
do.
in the mud.
I think he's one with the soul.
Wait, he was consumed? So the black blood knows where the mind key is. The soul key, excuse me.
Well,
The black blood knows what the soul key is.
That's now in the Great Tree.
What?
Our druid friend got absorbed into the tree with it.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Uh-huh.
Wait, I'm sorry, what's your name?
Perry. Or Perry.
Perry. Perry. What a good name. Perry. Yes, Perry. Allaman would have been better, after everything I did for your father, but it's fine, it's fine. But, he says, that's wonderful. He says, I was worried that she wouldn't be able to, after all that, how is she doing? Is she consumed as well?
I've never met her.
What do you mean you never met her? Why?
That's an excellent question.
That's her bag.
Huh?
That's her bag.
This was that.
No, that's her bag. I helped make that bag. Your dad and I made it. It was a gift.
I've never met her.
I don't think you're picking up what he's laying down.
No. No, if you were born, they had to have made it. I went first, so I didn't get to see what happened.
What do you mean went first?
I used my key first. The keys. The one you lost. Yeah.
And it.
He consumes his soul.
Well, the soul key did. But I used the mind key.
That's why you've been crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
Right.
That makes so much sense.
I was able to split my soul. I was able to beat the mind key by putting my soul into the dream world. This is where I exist.
Okay.
I can't go back.
What do you mean?
If I go back, I'll just be crazy. I'll just be mindless.
Then where were you going?
I'm staying here because I'm a lucid. I can do whatever I want here. In the material world, I'm just a crazy sorcerer.
Can you
A very powerful sorcerer, but a crazy one.
can you defeat an esoteric nightmare dragon? Perchance?
One you're quite familiar with, actually.
I've done it before. What do you
Sadrak.
mean? Sadrak is the one that put me in that well and sold me to that little guy.
I think I took offense to that. I'm not sure.
Call him the roar.
He says, it is your prerogative to take offense to that. if you like.
This is all
He says, yeah, Sadrak and that ghoul are the ones that teamed up and sold me to that guy. Some kind of power source. Do you not know how the keys work?
No, I know I can't touch him.
Why can't you touch it?
Oh, I tried to. Was it the soul?
Yeah, he
Soul
tried
key?
touching the soul key.
Yeah, like that. That's weird.
Then you're already bound to a key.
He ain't. It's not the
Can you
mind key.
tell
it's not
which
the soul
one?
Key.
No.
Huh.
What did the
I
mind
think I like
key
the
look
crazy version better.
I like this.
So
one.
you've been trapped down there all this time. You have no idea if the Black Blood's gotten loose again. And so we're stuck having to fix the mess now.
So did it perfect.
Man, it's almost like we've said this millions of times.
David?
I don't know.
Goliath?
No, that's all.
Allaman.
Or a weird Uncle Al.
Maybe just Al? Or maybe, how about Al? Or maybe just
Laddie.
Yeah, or like, come here, lad.
He says the keys have to be used to shut the doors. That's simple. You have to be bound to the key to be able to do it. Once you have all the keys, you then use the one to bind them all. You shut the main door once you have them all. And in doing so, you have to sacrifice the coordinated key. The part of you that is in line with the key you're bound to. I was bound to the mind key. And
So if Manzar's bound to the soul key, if he's alive, when this process goes, his soul will be trapped in.
what about the body?
yeah,
Where are the keys at then?
we each hid them.
Like the teddy bear? Soul
Yeah.
key?
Unfortunately, I hid it after I lost my mind. So I don't know what I did with it.
We know where the
We know
mind key
where
is.
it's at. Unfortunately,
Neat.
Black Blood knows it's there.
Doesn't.
Doesn't?
No, the Black Blood doesn't know where it is. It just knows that the giant has the teddy bear.
Well, if it took over my body, there's no way.
It has it.
Anyway.
Yeah, more humans.
Wonderful.
Actually, a great audience.
Yes.
So,
Where? What did the body key look like?
An octagon?
so Drimport
Yes.
was one of the doors.
Yes.
And which key went to Drimport?
The soul key.
The soul key was Drimport.
That's the one on.
I guess.
Yes.
If I had.
Which is what my father told me to go find. Right.
Dinrook had the soul key. But I don't know, Dinrook didn't seem very excited about using it. He hated this whole idea. He was adamantly against using the keys to shut the door.
And how would Mama have it?
He may have not even hit it. I don't know. If I had to guess, Dinrook sacrificed his soul to shut the door. I suppose he would be one of the only. But you said your dad was alive. Was alive. Alive enough to raise you. I'm really bad at this. But The heart key didn't kill him?
Was it him that was bound to the heart key?
Yeah. Yes, your dad had the heart key.
Had or was bound to?
Bound to. He had to use it.
Let me guess. If it didn't kill him, it made him heartless. Or it's everyone be heartless.
Oh, don't tell me that. He was such a good kid. He loved to laugh. He was playful. I liked him.
He's never had a good thing to say
Yes.
about him.
And just to clarify, his mom had the body key.
No,
Which one?
she had the one that found them all. That's why the only way you're born is if she survived. She hadn't given birth to you yet when she used that key. No, it doesn't make sense. Calm down. It doesn't make sense for her to have used it because it would have destroyed her body and soul, and the fact that she was a geniekin means those are the same thing. She would have been eradicated completely. She would never have been able to give birth to you. But she wasn't, it wouldn't have been long enough. She wasn't that pregnant when we bound the door. I was there. I saw her. She hadn't given birth yet.
So you also said you went first.
Yes, but they have to be used in succession. You can't just wait 9 months or whatever. We're all in the same boat, it seems.
Who had the body key?
Galamandius.
It's Galamandius.
He was our oracle, which you seem to be in lack of. You need a healer.
You're a mediocre alchemist at best. Don't lie to me, David. You look offended.
I play coaching.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of your whole personality. The wings are different, though.
Why are you calling him David?
Why aren't they calling you David?
I don't
His
know.
name's Doc Tone.
I've always known my name to be Dr. Isaac Tone.
Yeah.
Isaac. Do you have a brother? Anyway, this is important. Not everything's about you. Listen. Galamandius used the body key. He disappeared. It would have destroyed his body completely, as far as we know. I didn't know what the heart key did. I did know the binding key destroyed every aspect of you. Heart, mind, body, and soul. That's why it doesn't make sense that he exists. His mother had to have survived the process. Unless that... No.
Go on.
Spit it out. There's been a lot of fairly awful things going around.
You guys are being awfully demanding. It seems I am your greatest asset right now, and you're being awful rude.
You put us here.
I didn't do no such thing! Did I put you here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why?
That's what we've been asking.
In that quote,
You're crazy.
Terrace or Bertrand over here said, Alamandius, do something. And he said, I'm doing a thing, and opened a rift between the dream world and the material plane at the root of the great tree near its heart.
Firstly, who are you? I'm Terrace. Nice to meet you. Secondly, my name's Allaman. And I can't control that. I can't control what I did.
But we're here now. And we got you back. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So, I was already a being separated from my mother.
Not last I saw you. You were a bump in a belly.
Right. But still lifeless.
Sure. We did find a bound demon near Drimport. He said his name was Philstophilus. When we released him, he was bound to us. He couldn't take no violent actions against us, or anyone else for that matter, but he could help us. He's a monkey's paw, though. Everything you asked him to do, he would try to switch it around or change it to his benefit. he wanted to be released, and he said it was your fault. Okay, you know that? You remember that? Anyway. He said, so we kept this guy with us the whole time. Unless your dad struck some kind of deal for you. But we agreed after we shut the door that whoever was left would bind him back. Would lock him back under that farm. Blackberry farm. Yeah, they had good time.
Well, he's still not locked. Well, he is tied to a kobold.
It's hilarious. Yeah, if you kill the kobold, then you get to be his master. That's how it works. It's a passed down thing. That's why we sealed him away, hoping nobody would find him again, but it sounds like a kobold stumbled on him. You sent him to Blackberry.
Which is not in control.
We really need to get back to the farm.
Yeah. Well, that's not the dream because
Well, while we're here, great if we could do something secret. And possibly this dream.
What heck?
There's a dream.
Well, he did.
And we still,
Staring at
and we
bears.
still owe a ship captain, apparently.
Which he's no way he'd hear us from here, right? There is something in the cargo hold that I've been holding on to that up here, and I've lost Wormy.
Oh no, worms.
You lost.
he lost the Dream Herald.
The Herald of Dreams. Well, I mean, maybe it was you. Maybe you lost. Because when we were transported, yeah, Uncle Al, it was your fault.
Call me Uncle Al.
It wasn't enduring.
Almost makes up for the insulting accusations.
When
What?
we were transported to this nightmare realm on top of Captain Grath's ship, Wormy was gone.
You been dealing with Grath?
Yes.
Are you dense? He's a ghoul. He's a lean ghoul. He gestures towards the island. From here. Look around.
Apparently,
Everything here is
killed
terrible.
some of his crew.
Nice. We
And
can
now
kill a
he's
lot more of them.
and
if
now
you
he
want.
says we owe him a debt.
You don't. You don't owe him jack.
But
As a matter of fact, I can find somebody that can help us much better than this.
Like,
Do you? I do.
we're really grasping the straws here. Do you have any help you can give us?
Yes, I have a friend. Its name is Baku.
it's
Back.
Yes. I didn't ask the gender. I thought.
And so, how can this Baku help us?
Oh, well, firstly, Baku can transport you anywhere in the dream world you want. Can't take you out of it, but can take you anywhere into it that you want.
Okay.
Secondly, Baku can literally eat nightmares.
Oh.
Which is good when you're fighting a dream hag.
let's just find this.
Because I can't go into the witch's lair. Don't ask me how I know that. Okay, you can ask me. Because I know who she is.
Who is she?
Her name is Bismaria. Bismaria was also one of the ones that trapped me. She has a shell around her hut that keeps spirits like me or any other dream travelers from going into it. The only people that can go into it are people from the material plane.
Oh, that's ironic. That's
People from the material
what we
plane.
are.
You're the most average looking person here.
I don't know how to take that.
Averagely.
And I didn't dress you in those clothes.
But
Please close the roads.
It's infinity.
anyway. He says, we can address the Grath problem if you want. And he says, but we'll let Baku get us wherever we need to go.
I like the Baku to Dreamhag to Soul Gem. Not the material, not the dream.
Say dry.
Why? I don't feel like I can personally take on an esoteric ancient Ender Dragon. I can't. Sure.
I know somebody that can.
That's impressive.
He's done it once before. Although I did witness his failed attempt. Wow. Disappointing.
I am much stronger than I was back then, thank you. And he says, and failed nothing, Dinrook took his eye. Cut his leg bit off.
So I've heard.
Yeah. But
And then he lost his soul.
Eye for a leg.
I didn't
That's
think
what I was
lose his soul.
because he
Yeah,
used
the
his
soul
soul
gem.
Oh.
soul key.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that what I'm understanding now is when we find these keys, there's going to be some really devastating consequences to those wielders,
Yaha.
i.e., us.
Yaha.
Who says that we have to be the one to use them?
Because we're the ones who are going to find them.
Question: if we were to have you in the material plane use the mind key again, would it kill you?
I can't go to the material.
Well,
You're right.
Your body.
You can't, but you can, because you're already there.
I doubt it, because I don't have a mind to lose.
So what's in walking around in your body right now?
Nothing, I promise you.
Nothing that can open up a portal to the dream realm? That's a terrifying thought.
It is weird that I did that. Like, what, a 5% chance that would have happened?
Yeah.
Ha!
I don't know.
Ha!
What was it percent?
No, it wasn't.
It was a D20, 2d6.
Alright, we'll address that when we come to it. In the meantime, I can dream hack.
Yeah. That's Mario.
Baku, the Dreamhag.
And then Grath?
See, then we run into another problem.
Of course we do. Can't be easy.
So, here, let me paint you a picture. He creates an illusion in front of you that of rolling pink mist. You see floating rocks held together by chains, lightning zipping through them in this like vast red ocean of clouds that spread out. You see in the center of all of this a small kind of hut. It looks very out of place. It looks like it should be in a swamp somewhere. This hut is surrounded by flights of dragons that are circling it. He says, Sadrak has been busy in the whole time that we have been on the material plane. And he says, time flows here differently. He's had plenty of time to have clutches of dragons fed by the souls that have been sent here. He's been nomming on these souls, creating his army of dragons, and he is slowly trying to take over the plane of Lane into the Nightmare Realm. He's already taken over the Nightmare Realm, moving into Lane. It says, he is a switch. All are protected by these flights of dragons and a slaver ship called the Burnt Saffron. It says, this slaver ship is scarier than any of that. Terrified. It has cannons. Magic is scary, cannons are like really effective though.
So it doesn't sound like Grath is very fond of this nightmare, or any of the dragons for that matter.
Grath is fond of money in himself.
Would he be concerned about the takeover of his realm, though?
Of the Nightmare Realm?
Of Ling.
Doubt it. But if you want to like talk him into something, I'm all for it. He would be a powerful ally. He just sucks, and he's a liar, and on the first sight that you start to lose, he will turn tail and flee.
If we know that, we can prepare for that.
Sure.
I wouldn't mind trying to use him as cannon fodder.
I like that idea. And he's also got your bug. We gotta get that bug.
What's in the hold?
A bug?
Probably work.
What else is down there, though? You said there was...
Random cargo.
You
But
said
this
there was
was in a very highly secured, trapped, and touch-proof mechanism.
Trap by what? Trap by what?
Box.
Magic?
Yes.
Like you need like a powerful dispel to make all that go away.
That could probably work. Or maybe just a junction or something.
Gee, sounds to me like you need a lucid dreamer that can just do that.
Where do we get one of those?
I don't know.
So,
Pit.
so our order of action then. Try and get Wormy back. See if we can convince, or go take on the Night Hag. See if we can convince Grath to join us and then attack the Master Dragon.
And Wormy.
Right.
Be a fun go. He said Dream Dragon.
I know you know it.
So if we can transport anywhere, is it actually anywhere, or is it like flying, teleporting?
It's kind of like teleporting. I would shift you into a plane of dreams. You would first enter into an esoteric realm, then you would enter into your own kind of mindscape, and then you would appear wherever you need to go.
So we could just bypass all the dragons by appearing inside.
I can't get through the barrier. It prevents any kind of traveler from the spirit world, which I am. But material folks like you can do that. I can teleport you as close as I can, but that may be in the center of a dragon's nest.
That's
Sounds good.
bad.
That's bad. And he said, but we could go to Baku. Baku could help us go talk to Grath. Talk to Grath. You know how to talk to people. He says, and if we got Baku on our side with his dream ship, and we got Grath on our side with his dream ship, they may be able to distract the burnt saffron long enough for you to get inside there. And then fight a giant, ancient, esoteric nightmare dragon. It's all on you. I wish I could. I mean, I'm gonna kill so many dragons. I am so mad. You have no idea.
We're all mad here.
If you don't know, then it doesn't matter.
That sounds fun.
Alright. So back to Grath's ship then.
I am not on that because you don't owe him anything. Don't let him lie to you.
He has something.
You are better than that. He like stands you up straight. He fixes you. You are better than that. This is a ferret. You are better than that.
Would he not recognize Robbie?
He hasn't seen him. I was just being funny. You are Robbie. Oh my God, Robbie. Speak with animals. How you doing?
I have no idea.
Don't let him touch me.
Oh no. Oh no.
He hasn't had his shots.
Hey, let go of my ferret.
So the easiest way to convince Wrath would be to fulfill our quota.
I think the easiest way to kill half his crew.
I vote for that one.
We did kind of do the objective. But we got
Yeah, Tara says, but we didn't acquire enough loot to pay for our freedom.
with the promise of taking down a bunch of nightmare dragons.
Hey, Allaman, can you create something worth enough to buy our freedom?
Yes! Yes, I can. Of course I can.
That takes care of that.
Maybe we could help.
29. Roman, what do you get taking 10 on spellcraft?
A 29?
And it's 15 plus.
The level of the spell. So he knows all the spells.
Oh, he wouldn't know all the spells. If he could cast Wish, yeah.
What is the other material?
Does he use it?
Oh,
If he's a lucid dreamer.
there you go. Okay.
He says, things matter here, but they don't matter. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
matter. It's not matter.
I don't matter. I matter matters.
Could you remove a curse?
Alright.
Remove the curse on this sword.
Nope. There.
It'd be really funny if the sword broke.
Oh, there it is.
It was a 34. No. He says, this is deific made.
I'm sorry.
I said
No, hold on.
this is deific made.
Which deity?
I don't know. It says it's a bastard sword, whichever deity uses a bastard sword. I know Arcana, not related. He tosses it back here. He says he says miracle could remove that. Or divine intervention.
Neither of which form here.
Neither of which I'm going to.
Why?
Because the deity did that on purpose. And I'm afraid what'll happen if I take it away. Why do you have a deific weapon?
Why did I have to take it off of an undead paladin or former paladin? Be the more salient question.
This is a good one. Hang on, I got this one. What?
I fought an
Nailed it.
anti-paladin for it. One who'd been kicked out of my order.
This order.
He's got like some real backstory stuff. He's
He really does.
Taylor's goes, I don't know, thank him or not.
I think he might have used the heart key in a past life.
Who did you say that to Taylor's or to Allaman
Darius.
about
To
name?
Darius.
Taylor's like, what are the effects of the mind key? Just moved into this plane of existence.
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that this sword is cursed somehow. This cold iron is a part of it.
I would put money that it was by a deity.
Not as dumb as he looks.
But why?
Kinda different.
Why would a deity?
Well, you
Do you
know
have
what?
any idea why? God, yeah. It's gotta be a rating.
So,
Why would she do that?
I feel like you need to study back and look.
Yeah. First you think she's left you, and then you think she hasn't left you. And then
He puts his arm around it, I get it, bro.
I don't think this particular woman is fickle. She's kind of the antithesis of
she's
things.
kind of in
You know, you pent up, you get a few drinks in you, you get a tattoo that you didn't need to get for her, and it's all just like,
She gave me the tat. This is not sounding any better, is it? Get off.
you just recommend it.
So, the plan.
And the dress.
Let's go for it.
So we can't physically go to battle. Well,
You
yes.
don't have like a whistle. What is Baku?
No, I don't have a whistle.
But you're in your realm.
You don't know what a tobacco is? I mean, knowledge arcana.
Maybe I probably
Oh, I'm rolling the wrong dice.
Just throw it on the
I
ground.
want to use it. It was a 20.
30.
I'm 21.
You both, you know exactly what it is. You definitely know what
The knowledge arcana.
it is. Yes.
24.
You also know what it is. A Baku is not a name, it is a creature. Specifically, if it's in this realm and it is the kind of Baku that he is describing, it's called a dream. A Baku is an intelligent creature, also a very wise creature. The creature's about 5 feet long, weighs about 200 pounds. It has a thick, rotund kind of body, stubby little arms with claws on the end of them, a trunk that runs down the length of its face, 2 little ears, and long tusks that extend to either side. Bakus eat dreams, specifically. They can control the sleep of other creatures, and they can induce certain dreams from them, and they can eat them. Bakus normally will feed on nightmares. In doing so, you get a full night's rest, and you are immune to the nightmare spell for the next 24 hours, if this happens. A Baku can also eat all of your dreams, which will make you wake up fatigued and completely useless for the oncoming day. Baku are neutral by nature, but they are very powerful spellcasters, and they hate nightmare hacks. Hate nightmare hacks. You can ask no questions. What'd you get?
24.
You can ask one question, and you may ask 3 questions about a Baku.
Supernatural. Besides dreaming.
A Baku can consume dreams, as previously described. A Baku can shift anywhere on the dreamscape they want. They just appear as a teleportation anywhere on the dreamscape that they want. A Baku can cultivate particular dreams. They can induce any kind of dreams they want you to have so that they can eat them. A Baku Dreamweaver has devoured so many in substantial dreams and dream creatures that it gains a deflection bonus equal to its AC, or a deflection bonus to its AC equal to its charisma modifier. A Baku can attack you with its claw attack and do ability damage.
That's scary.
A Baku has also been on the dream planes for long enough that it can re-roll any attack roll that it misses.
Just,
Until it hits.
it has permanent advantage.
It can do it once, but every time it attacks it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's permanent advantage if you're playing a different edition.
Uh-huh.
Of a different game.
It doesn't do particularly a lot of damage, it just hits a lot.
And for ability damage. Oh, yay.
Yeah, boy.
How do you call?
It's new.
I mean, if you know where it is or know of a specific Baku, you can send a message to it. If it's on the same plane of existence where you know where it's at.
I'll find it.
Okay.
So how are we going to get
He says, that's up to you guys. Baku likes me. I kind of owe Baku a favor, though, so I can't really do anything.
What?
What do you mean, what? What? You don't just appear on the dream world like this with all of your power without some help. I didn't do this all on my own. Baku is a very good friend and very helpful. I just owe it one of your dreams. Just a favor. Just anything. I just owe it one, you know? Just like buddies do.
Sounds like you owe it to something big. Soul.
No, Bakus don't eat souls. They eat dreams.
you owe it specific nightmare?
No. But if we do pitch that we're going to kill this nightmare hag, it may be on board.
So why don't we do that?
I agree. Yes. So, you ready for some dream travel, boys?
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, Billy boy.
Here we go again.
But you're enjoying this, aren't you? Because
You say that to Terrace? Terrace goes, no, this sounds scary.
you wanted to come here.
I did want to
You
come
wanted to see him. You saw both of them.
Allaman slams his staff on the ground, lets go, it stays upright on its own. He says, before we go, does anybody have any questions? Oh, he says, when you get to this dreamscape, he says, not everything's going to be real. He says, you'll need to have mental fortuitous to be able to identify what's a dream and what's not. If you can't, it will be able to affect you as if it is real. So there's that. But you may also come across something that is real, you know, it's just a thing. But the way out of it is different every time. You may have to get out the door, a trial, you may have to overcome a fear, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When you get into your own dream, that's on you. I don't know how to do that.
How long will we be in this dream world?
Like, to you or to the rest of the world?
What's the rest of the world?
Time fluctuates, I can't tell you. Who can tell you? But anyway, we excited.
Yeah.
Any other questions, comments, quotes, jokes, insights, insults?
Is Robbie gonna be affected?
Who?
Robbie.
Robbie? He goes to grab your bag.
Come on, buddy.
Robbie! He picks him up. Oh my god. Speak with animals. How you doing, buddy? Robbie begins talking to him. Robbie seems really excited to see him. You all hear this eager squeaking noise or this duking from Robbie. As he's holding him, he's like, oh, he's just so well fed. Look at you. Oh, he likes doing some he's so flexible. He's like, oh my god, he's such a cute fairy. This is your dad's familiar. Oh, this is your dad's familiar. It's fine. Yeah, I know. No, he's a good guy. I liked him fine. No, he's just different. He's not. You know what? Go back here.
I've never seen anybody argue with an animal before.
I smell like a pet store now.
Musky.
Musky. He says, all right then, boys.
Is this gonna hurt?
Probably. If you have no further questions.
No.
He begins to chant in tone, swaying his hands. He says, I suggest not fighting this. He casts deep slumber on all of you. As this is happening, Ragnar, you hear a voice in your head. Ragnar, don't trust him. Don't let him do this. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay. I'll fight it.
Roll me that beautiful bean.
So close. Is it a will?
Yes.
What do I need to get?
Because that's what I rolled conveniently.
I doubt I got it, but what do I need to get?
For deep slumber, you need a 23.
Okay. No.
So you're like, okay. He's just biffing. That same pink mist rolls out over all of you, and you feel the world begin to melt away as you start to drift. And you hear him, all right, boys, count properly. I will need each of you to roll me a d20.
Nah.
Stop saying nah.
13.
13, you say. Oh, neat.
You're an elephant.
That's
Oh.
That's irrelevant.
That was terrible. But I liked it.
Damon.
Sounds like a
One.
Oh.
Ha!
You're joking.
Nope.
Did he die?
No.
He's going to die.
So your 1 and 20 are the only ones that are different from everyone else because of reasons. But I don't know, man. I didn't expect him to go. Okay, it's fine.
You didn't expect anybody to get a 1?
I mean, I made a 1, so yes.
It's kind of dumb to not think about him.
Yeah,
But they
for real though.
You know what sucks?
Ragnar.
13. That's true.
Oh, reroll.
I already took it.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. 12.
Oh.
Earnestly.
I thought 13 because he said it.
Roll 1.
I rolled a 12 twice. So he was like, oh yeah, I rolled a 12.
Why can't we go on the same thing?
Because it's not as interesting. 3? Oh, neat.
Indubitably. There you go. Also, I didn't want to accidentally kill you, so.
Ow!
Do it again.
Yeah,
Louder.
We'll break another mic.
Stop.
Which one? Which one got broke?
I think it's actually this.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure it was Sparta.
It was part.
Hey, you leave our burger alone.
Yeah.
We love you,
Facts,
burger.
my guy. We might need a new sound.
Ain't no sleep for the wicked.
So you all fade away. You feel relaxed in this. And it very much is that transition into a dream, as if you don't realize where that cutoff is. You just kind of like, did it work? And you begin to survey your area. Perry, you find yourself in an emerald forest. You see beautiful trees, heavy boulders covered in moss, and the grass beneath you is unnaturally soft and lush. There are no like briars or thorns. There are no noxious weeds. Everything here seems full, vibrant, and full. The canopy above your head is thick, but not so much so to block out all the light, as motes of light begin to come down in bright gold. You look through all of this kind of ink in hand, and hearing these gentle songbirds sing. And then you hear a soft, gentle voice. Hello. Turning, you see a woman in the tree line. Her lower half is completely covered, and you only see the top half exposed. She is that same kind of, not an emerald green, more of like a lime green, like a bright, vibrant green color of her skin. Her fingers seem abnormally long on her hands, and she has black eyes that dot down her forehead. The eyes that situate in her face that normally would be there are also that deep black. She has long green hair that drapes over her bare chest as she turns to acknowledge you. She shifts out of the weeds, and as she rises up to her nearly 10-foot tall visage, you see her lower half is that of a spider. You see massive legs reach out, each one of them smooth with a hard carapace, as they make gentle thump noises. She shifts over and her legs fold in, and she drops to the ground as if she's hurt or exhausted. She says, "What's your name?" As she sinks to the ground, becoming the same height as you. Dr. Tone. You appear in an arid desert area. You look up and vast red canyons stretch up to either side of you. They block out the sun for now, casting shadows over you, but you can see the sunlight playing off of one of the walls, giving you an idea of where the sun is going. The air is hot, the ground is dry. The canyon extends out before you, and you see it open up at the end to nothing but dunes that stretch out into the vast eternities. The only difference is a massive black pyramid. This pyramid is sunk into the ground, and it looks like just a triangle. It is so dark and seems to absorb so much light, you can't make out any features of it. Where the edges are, where the angles are, where the sides are. It looks just like a void of black sitting in the sand. Looking down at the ground, you see shards of glass, specifically mirror shards, beneath you. These shards look like if you were to push them together, they would fit, and at one time had made a trail that leads all the way to this pyramid. Turning back the way you came, the canyon stretches off into the eternities, only getting narrower and narrower as it goes until it disappears from your line of sight. That same sheet of shattered mirror beneath it extending off in that
To fly, activate the wings, fly up above the canyon wall, because the heat's not going to bother me, and fly towards where I assume is the base of the pyramid.
As you take to the wing, flying in, you look out and that canyon plateau extends off like a vast ocean in either direction. The only discernible feature is the fissured canyon that you had emerged in, the mouth of which empties out into the sand with only the triangle ahead. You begin to fly towards Ragnar. You appear, and it is pouring rain. You look to either side, and you see it is. You have dark vision now, yeah?
Yep.
You look to either side, and it is just thick, temperate woods. There is undergrowth. It looks very similar to what you're used to in the forests at the base of the Laverian mountain range. But it is cold. This rain just pouring down on you, soaking your hair down your shoulders as you look to either side. You look ahead, and there is a muddy trail that leads out before you, and you see a tavern in the distance. The light peering from the windows, and even horses hitched up to a small covered area off to the side. You begin kind of wading through the mud and squishing under your feet. As you get to the front door, you hear the clanking of glass and the smell of tobacco smoke from the other side. As you extend your hand out and open the door. Damon.
Oh boy.
You feel empty. You feel like lost, scared, like a small child that has lost their mother in a crowded area. You look to either side and you see this dark void that stretches out beyond what looks to be a floating island of bare rock that you're standing. You see that there's this deep purple fog that decorates the base beneath you. You look up and there are floating islands of rock off to the distance, and even small pebbles and stones that seem to be floating and shifting slowly and gently in space. You see that there are stairs that extend up before you. They extend out up one way to a landing, then to another, and then to another. They rise up probably about 40 feet onto this plateau that's probably about 50 feet wide and 50 feet across. But at the angle you're at, you can't quite see what's at the top of the stairs.
Start at the stairs.
You begin ascending these rooms. You see empty windows where glass maybe once was aeons ago. You see bricks floating from the masonry just drifting into the space as you start making your way up the skeleton of what once was a building. You get to the top of the staircase and you begin to hear whispers. They begin seeping into your mind, and they are very, very reminiscent of the Black Blood. But there's something different here. The chaos here isn't like chaos that you're used to. They're not multitudes of voices screaming out for help. It's something more, something more sinister. You get to the top of this staircase, and you look, and what you see, your mind can't quite wrap around. It is a stone throne. No creature comforts, no pillows or stools or chairs or tables, just a stone throne. Big enough for a normal medium-sized creature to sit on. The back of the throne rises up well over 20 feet before it breaks off at some point high above. You see a symbol in yellow painted on this, and it sticks out amongst the otherwise gray and bleak background. A figure sits on this throne, his head hanging down, his hands extending out to either side, and sickly yellow robes pour down over this throne and down the steps, 40 feet from where he is and out to either side. These robes look as if they're living, something moving and shifting beneath the fabric. As you see the creature look up at you, wearing a porcelain mask, that same symbol of yellow painted into the forehead. As he looks up at you, you feel pain and fear like you have never felt before. And we will pick it up here next time. Thank you very much for joining us, adventurers. Remember that this has been a good day to die. See ya.